First and foremost, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Sister Safia Hussein. I have 3 kids. I have a 5-year-old who's also attending this program just like you guys. I have a 3-year-old and a little baby. I am from Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm visiting Chicago, my parents. We drove up, staying safe during night now, and try to visit our grandparents. And then what do I like to do? I love playing Xbox. That's one of my favorite things to do. And I love to read. In fact, I just finished muted during this time. So alhamdulillah, that's who I am. And I'm going to be your moderator for the first half of the program, and then we're going to have Brother Talha Maqsood as the moderator for the second half of the program. So inshallah, just like any gathering that we have, we want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless it, right? So we are going to introduce Brother Hamza Ibrahim from Texas for the Quranic recitation. He's going to be reciting Surah Al-Rahman, and his background, Brother Hamza's background, is that he actually studied at or did hifz Islamic IQA, right? Islamic Quranic Academy. He studies Qira with Sheikh Abdul Kareem and Sheikh Yusuf Al-Badr, and he in his free time he enjoys playing soccer. So inshallah, we're going to get him to recite Surah Al-Rahman.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah, Sadaqallah Azim. Jazakallah khair, brother Hamza Ibrahim, for the amazing recitation that you just provided. This is actually, you guys, one of my favorite surahs. Let's go over the translation so we understand that he has recited, right? So it's in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, right? The most beneficent, has taught you, mankind, the Quran by his mercy. He created man. He taught him eloquent speech. The sun and the moon run on their fixed courses, exactly calculated with measured out stages for each. And the herbs or stars and the trees or both do such that they prostrate. And the heavens he has raised high, and he has up the balance in order that you may not transgress due balance, and observe the weight with equity or equality, and do not make the balance deficient. And the earth he has put for the centuries. Therein are fruits, date palms, producing sheets, fruit stalks, enclosing dates, and also corn with its leaves and stalks for fodder, and sweet scented plants. And then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? He created man from sounding clay, like the clay of pottery. And the jinns did he create from a smokeless flame of fire. And then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? He is the Lord of the two east, places of sunrise during the early summer and early winter, and the Lord of the two west, places of sunset during the early summer and early winter. Then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? He has let loose the two seas, salt water and the sweet, meeting together. Between them is a barrier which none of them can transgress. And then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? Out of both of them come pearl and coral. And then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? And his are the ships going and coming in seas like mountains. Then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? And whatsoever is on it, the earth will perish. And then face of your Lord full of majesty and honor will abide forever. Then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? Whosoever is in the heavens and on the earth begs of him its need from him every day. He has a matter to bring forth, such as giving honor to some and disgrace to some, life to some and death to him, and so on and so forth. And then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinns and men, deny? We shall attend to you, O you two classes, jinn and men. Then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinn and men, deny? Subhanallah, right? This is one of those surahs that always puts goosebumps on my arms, right? Like we have to look at all of the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the surah. He talked about how the space is specifically structured, how like all the planets have their own like axes that they follow, right? He talks about the plants and the different types of water, sweet water and fresh water, and how they don't mix in the certain areas, right? The fact that he has created us and the fact that some people die and he's in charge of all of it all. And we have no control over it. So how can we deny all of the blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us? And that is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking. Like, you see all of these signs around you, then how can you deny me? How can you not worship me? So Alhamdulillah, we are Muslim. Alhamdulillah, we went through Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, we are here at Eid and we are going to continue to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and not deny of any of the blessings that He has given us, and rather say Alhamdulillah that Allah has provided us this with us, right? So that concludes our recitation, right? And a little brief meaning and reflection upon Surah Al-Rahman, one of my favorite surahs, right? So, like I said, welcome to the first MCNA Eid party for those who have just joined us. We played a video in the beginning in which we were showing the different submissions for Eid decorations and the crafts that you guys did from our virtual halakas. Thank you so much for submitting it to us. We really do appreciate it. Without viewers like you, without participants like you, we would not be successful. So we wanted to share everything that we got, and you guys did an amazing job. So first and foremost, let's go over what we are doing today. It's an Eid party. What are we going to do? You guys just don't want to hear me talk, right? So here's a few things that our entire lineup, right? So inshallah, we're going to actually have an introduction to Muslim Children of North America, who brought you this program, by our national coordinator, Sister Farheen Nasir. We're going to have a talent show by yours truly, right? Like all of you guys. We're going to have a comedy skit by Brother Asim Khan. We're going to get a puppet show by Brother Mustaqim Sahir. We're going to have story time with Sister Hamna Shahid. We're going to have Nasheeds by Brother Joshua Salam from Native Deen. We're going to have a science show by Mad Science. And then obviously we have to have your favorite. We're going to have a Kahoot. So please have your phone and laptops available for you guys to join when we do have it. And then we're going to have a game. It's called the Eid Gift Finder, and it was especially made for you guys today. All right. So inshallah, that sounds like a lot of fun. We're going to be here together for about 3 hours, and inshallah, we're going to get to know each other as well. All right. So before I get started, I wanted to go into some ground rules. All right, guys. So first and foremost, I want you guys to be respectful and kind at all times. We do have the questions, the chat boxes. We do monitor it. If we see that you guys are being inappropriate, we may have to remove you from the webinar. So we don't want that. Be nice, be respectful. We just got out of Ramadan. Let's be good Muslims on the chat group as well. All right. We require that an adult, a parent, or whoever may be present at all times to maintain good behavior. So have your mom and dad with you, or an older sibling, right? This is a family program. They definitely can join in and they will enjoy themselves as well, right? Going back to the comment sections, don't write anything unnecessary or unrelated. Don't spam any messages in the question box. It becomes very distracting for me and the other speakers, right? And then we start skipping out people actually that have questions that we can answer, right? So we're going to be kind of respectful. And then not only that, guys, let's just be here, be good Muslims, have good character, good morals, and inshallah enjoy the program. All right, guys. So that is the ground rules that I wanted to talk about. So inshallah khair, now I'm going to introduce Sister Farheen Nasir. She is in LA. I grew up in LA, so I have a soft spot. I've known her for a very long time. She's actually the national team lead for Muslim Children of North America, which is, a part of Islamic Circle of North America, ICNA, since 2006. She has served various responsibilities and has been with MCNA particularly for 2012. And I can tell you right now that Sister Farheen has changed the direction of this organization. And I would love to hear her take on this. So, Sister Farheen, can you please take it from here?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to all of you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you guys doing? Alhamdulillah. All right, guys. So, Eid Mubarak, happy Eid and Eid Saeed to everybody. Welcome to MCNA Eid celebrations. So, as we know, this Eid is going to be a little different for most of us for being in quarantine. And for this reason, our team, believe me, they have worked day and night at countless hours to put this program together and bring it to you all. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah, mashallah. Amazing to have such a blessed, amazing team. Very blessed, alhamdulillah. You just like the texts keep on coming the whole day, the whole night, alhamdulillah. They've worked really hard. So, inshallah, are you all ready? We are going to have a lot of fun. Can I see your responses? You can type in, inshallah. So, what do you think? Can you tell me what does MCNA stands for? Okay, so hold on. So MCNA stands for, can anyone tell me that? Does it stands for Muslim Company of what? Muslim Children of North America. Very good. Very good. So, basically, MCNA is a project of ICNA Sisters, which means that we are the kids department of our beloved ICNA Sisters, alhamdulillah. So let me ask you guys, what do you think? Very good. I see those responses. Keep on coming. So what do you think? What does MCNA do? Right? What do you think MCNA do? We are a pioneering children's organization for kids between ages 6 to 14 that caters to the instruction and development of Muslim children in North America, which means in our language that we want to bring our Muslim kids closer to Islam by teaching them Quran, Sunnah, and related topics in relevance to our day and our time and our age. So we want to teach you Islam as an easy and beneficial way of life, right? And, we want to be able to practice it in totality into our life and our schedule and our lifestyles. So we debunk all those wrong opinions. And, when people say that Islam, it's just a story of the old times and it's just relevant for the prophets and Sahabas and people of the past, that's not true. Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent Islam for all day and all time until the end of time, and it is very relevant and it is very practicable, alhamdulillah. And we and our big MCNA and family, we are a living proof of that. So think of MCNA as a big community where Muslim children of all backgrounds, irrespective of their color, language, or ethnicity, we all come together to learn about what? To learn about Islam, right? Yes, you can send your answers here. Yes. And we help them tackle real life concerns and issues. We want to make it relevant to what they're going through and offer them support and living as young and, dedicated and proud Muslims. We want to take ownership of our identity, who we are. We are proud of who we are, alhamdulillah. So our goal is to develop Islamic values in Muslim kids so they can become beneficial Muslim leaders and future leaders, inshallah, in every walk of life, inshallah. Work together to build a better communities locally and the society at large for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, benefiting humanity as a whole. Therefore, following in the footsteps of who? Following in the footsteps of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who was he? He was sent as a mercy to mankind. Alhamdulillah. So guys, does anyone know what is our motto? Can anyone write that? What is our motto? Our motto is believe, learn, and lead. So that means that MCNA is not just a weekend school. It's not just a class or a halaqah where you go and you learn and you leave, right? It's not just like that, right? So it is a continuous, ever-growing community where it's a continuous, ever-growing community where you enter as a child and then you learn about Islam, you strengthen your iman, as we say in, believe. And learning and understanding Islam through our classes, through our platforms, as in learn. Then they go on to various projects acquiring leadership skills. For example, we provide several leadership opportunities to our MCNA and YMJ kids online and locally, like moderating for our online events, volunteering as helpers and teachers' assistants, various events and classes and writing expressing themselves in our companion magazine. We have a magazine, right, which is actually published. Alhamdulillah. So after acquiring the necessary education and skills, they turn back as MCNA teachers, volunteers, coordinators, and team leads. So this is as a motto is lead, right? So they come back and they lead. They not only lead while they come back, but they're also leading while they're within MCNA. And these people, they go in different walks of life. They pursue their careers and they assume other leadership roles, alhamdulillah. So they do a lot of things because they're motivated individual. They want to bring a change. They want to make a difference for the good. Then they go on enrolling their own kids into MCNA and YMJ classes and the courses. So hence the cycle continues and this just goes on and on and on, alhamdulillah. So you see, this is a whole family, this is a whole community. Both are moderators, subhanallah, Sister Safiya Hussain and our brother Talha Maqsood, this and our Storytime speaker, she's coming up soon, Sister Hamna Shahid, and she's been a regular online speaker. Alhamdulillah, they're all MCNA alumni, mashallah, tabarakallah. So once you're in, you will always be a part of MCNA. Of course, happily, inshallah. So so how we go about it is that we have divided MCNA into 2 age groups for an appropriate, effective learning and approach, alhamdulillah. So first group is MCNA, which is 6 to 10 years, alhamdulillah, and the other group is YMJ, which is 11 to 14 years. What does YMJ stands for? Can you write down? I want to see your answers. Does it stand for You Are My Jam? YMJ is a part of MCNA, right? So it's a project of MCNA, it's a part of MCNA. So we offer multiple in-person and online platforms to our kids. We hold classes at over 100 locations all over the United States, alhamdulillah, where kids are encouraged to express themselves by asking questions, voicing their concern, and sharing their points of views. And especially currently due to COVID, our classes have moved to, online platforms like Zoom and conference call, etc. Alhamdulillah. We're also conducting them on webinar, alhamdulillah. So we offer many activities locally. Our highlights that include field trips, picnics, community services, summer camps, Ramadan, Eid events, talent shows, science fair, book clubs, Qiraat, Nasheed competitions, and other competitions, Girl Scouts, robotics, and many, many more. Alhamdulillah. So for online, we offer YMJ courses twice a year, virtual halaqah, book club, prime time, journey through Quran. We've just been through a lot of them, inshallah, alhamdulillah, and we'll be offering summer programs, inshallah, which will be announced throughout the program, inshallah. We even have our own magazine that's called Companion Magazine, which is one of a kind publication. It is for kids, by the kids, for our budding writers. It's an amazing platform. We send you out a theme each edition. We send you an email And then all the entries are submitted by writers at mcna@icna.org. So here they're compiled together and published twice a year. So we offer like many competitions. So if you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe to our magazine. And we would love to hear from you. We would love to see you, your written stories and riddles and jokes, inshallah, in there, inshallah. So guys, we welcome you. Welcome to our MCNA family. I hope you are all excited to join us. If you are not already enrolled, and you can reach out to our local chapters if you want to be a part of us, or you can always email us at mcna@icna.org. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share us at your Facebook and Instagram, and help us grow, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan kathira for your time. And, we welcome you again to being a part of MCNA family, inshallah. And inshallah, we'll see you for the rest of the 2.5, 3 hours. And inshallah, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Let the fun begin. I'm gonna hand over to, inshallah, Sister Safia.
Jazakallah khair, Sister Farheen, for that introduction. Now, exactly like Sister Farheen mentioned, that MCNA is something that you grow with, right? So I was actually a part of Muslim Children's of North America, MCNA. I used to go to those halakas. I used to, be a part of it ever since I was a little kid. And then I grew up, went to YM Junior, and then I went to YM. Now, you guys actually, like when I was the only hijabi in my school. I used to go to public school, right? I lived in a smaller community. There wasn't that many Muslims. So MCNA provided me like a platform to like meet Muslims and be friends with Muslims and develop my skills as a leader, be proud of my identity as a Muslim, and, have the questions, the answers that my friends, non-Muslims friends had about Islam, right? And I was able to take those skills and apply it as I got older. And alhamdulillah, I am here today and I'm able to give speeches. I'm able to do programs. And it's all because of all the tarbiyah that I was able to get when I was younger, right? So MCNA is definitely something that teaches you lifelong skills. Just like I know a lot of you guys go to school, like, you have your STEAM or STEM program, and it's an enrichment, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, right? Like all of that stuff, right? MCNA is also an enrichment programs, but it includes like leadership skills, Islamic knowledge, and all of these things so that it builds up your identity to be a proud Muslim and a leader for the Muslim Ummah, inshallah. So that's what MCNA is, right? So I know we're preparing for story time right now by Sister Hamna, right? But before we get into that, I have a pun for you, right? Like, right? I'm gonna say, let's see if you guys can get happy COVID. Do you guys get that? Is it funny? So like my friend sent it to me. It was like COVID instead of COVID. It was COVID. I thought it was funny, but yeah, we're here today, and no one thought it was funny. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. All right, so what we're gonna go into now is Sister Hamna Shahid, right? Like I said, she was also part of MCNA. In fact, I probably seen her grow up. I'm aging myself right now. Okay, so inshallah, before we go into her story time, we're going to actually go into a short video. Hold on, I apologize. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. What's it called? So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to show you a short video before story time, and it's going to be about the Eid greetings video from all of us around the world. All right, so let me see if you guys can see this. And then as you guys are watching this, I want you to show me. Can you guys see it? I apologize. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, now you guys should be able to see it. All right. As you guys are watching this video, I want you guys to put, where are you from? All right. What state are you from?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ramin. I'm 4 years old. Happy Eid Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. I wish you all a very happy Eid. Did you guys eat something sweet? Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. Have a wonderful Eid. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak to everybody around the world. Hope you have a great Eid. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Happy Eid Mubarak. Happy feasting. I love MCNA. Bye-bye. Eid Mubarak to you all. I hope you have a wonderful Eid.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Faiza Imran. Eid Mubarak. And I hope you guys are staying safe and staying home. And inshallah, once this quarantine ends, we'll all be able to go back to the masjids and enjoy our time there. Allah Hafiz.
Happy Eid Mubarak, everyone. Have a great day with your loved ones and also stay safe. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Eid Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak from Dallas, Texas.
We wish everyone a very happy Eid Mubarak.
I'm Tilba from San Diego. Eid Mubarak to everyone.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Eid Mubarak from MCNA.
عيد سعيد يوم فرحان يوم جميل.
Unmuted.
All right, Assalamu alaikum. All right, so we are back to this. I apologize. A few of you guys couldn't hear the video or see something. We do apologize for that, but a lot of you could. And like I said, we got a few people. We got Texas, Virginia. We had North Carolina. We got Michigan, New Jersey. All of these things are like from all of us. So alhamdulillah, that video was
Muted.
Muslim children, just like you, all over United States saying Eid Mubarak, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your day. So alhamdulillah, and that is what it is. Oh, we got people from Pakistan, we got people from India, but she's actually visiting New York City. Oh, all right. So alhamdulillah, guys, like keep it coming. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. All right. So now we're going to go into story time. We're getting into our program, right? So now this is actually going to be done by Sister Hamna Shahid, right? Now, Sister Hamna is someone that I saw grow up as well. I'm friends with her older sister. And, she went through the whole thing, MCNA, YM Junior, and now, she's in YM. She's actually a trauma therapist with a background in social work. She studied Arabic and Quran from Jordan and is currently the Secretary General of YM. She loves to bake and play video games, and she will be doing a story about journey through Jannah. All right. So inshallah, you're going to be joining us as we take a small tour throughout the parts of Jannah based on descriptions we know from the Quran and Sunnah. All right, Sister Hamna, please take it from here.
Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, everybody. Inshallah, you guys can hear me well. I am amazed, mashallah, how many of you guys have come out on Eid, and I'm hopeful that inshallah this will be a beneficial experience for everybody. So like Safia said, inshallah, today we're going to be doing a quick story time, talking about our journey through Jannah, inshallah. And before we jump in, I wanted to kind of share a quick reminder with everybody. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us that Jannah for us is something that we can't even imagine. It's something that our eyes have never seen, our ears have never heard, and it's something that we cannot even think of in our wildest imagination. So our goal today, the pictures I'm going to show you are not pictures from Jannah, as many of you guys would know, but they are actually just pictures that we've taken kind of from around the world, beautiful things that we can see, and things that will remind us of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, while we also learn about the beauty that Jannah will have, inshallah. So I'm going to ask all of you guys to put your thinking hats on, to put your, the most creative imagination that you can come up with. Put that in your head, inshallah, and join us as we go through the story and reminders of what Jannah will be like, inshallah, for each and every one of us. Inshallah, we all go there together. So we're going to start a little bit earlier than when we get to that point in Jannah. The day of judgment begins with everybody first dying and then everyone being brought back to life. And subhanAllah, when the moment we're all brought back to life, we're in this desert that looks like this, something like this. And it's a huge, huge open desert. And when you're going to look around you, you're going to notice that the sky above you has split open. The mountains around you, they've become like cotton balls. They're kind of floating around. They're no longer standing up like those strong structures they used to be. And the people around you, you notice everyone is completely panicked, right? Everyone is worrying, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to me? Am I going to go to Jannah? Am I going to go to Jahannam? Have I pleased Allah? Have I displeased Allah? Everyone's worried. And no one's going to care about their mom, their brother, their sister, nobody. They're just going to care about themselves and what's going to happen to them because they're going to be so worried about the results of this day. And for some people, this day will go on for years. It'll be a day that lasts forever. And for others, this will be a day that goes by very fast. And for the one that the day goes by very fast, inshallah, we're going to imagine that that's all of us here on this call, inshallah. So you're filled with joy when you realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you your book in your right hand. And this book of deeds, when you get it in your right hand, that means that you have succeeded and you're going to be from amongst the people of Jannah, which is a place where we all want to go. So you're filled with joy. You're so excited. The only thing you want to do is share this with your friends, your family, everybody around you. And you realize that you're not just sent to Jannah like independently, like every person for themselves, but instead you're sent to Jannah in groups. And in these groups, there's people that walked together who used to pray together, people that used to fast in one group, people that used to give charity in one group. And they all walked towards these beautiful gates of Jannah that they notice are closed. And at the very front of the group, there will be the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you notice that there's 8 gates there, and he tells the angels that I am the Prophet of Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And they say, Allah has told us not to open these gates for anyone but you. And so then they open the gates for him, and you are just amazed. Before you even walk into the gates, you notice the smell. You've never smelled anything so beautiful in your entire life. And you're overcome. You're just amazed. You're like, what is that smell that I'm smelling right now? But more than that, you walk into the gates of Jannah and you are just amazed. Every direction, you turn right, you turn left, you look up, down. Everywhere you look, you see something new, something beautiful. There's trees, gardens, rivers. You see these people walking around with trays. They're helping others, pouring water for them, pouring tea, whatever they want. And you're going to see food of every kind, beautiful couches, thrones, clothes that were made just for you. And then you're going to be asked, hey, do you want to go? Let's go see your place. Let's go see your palace, I should say, because nobody's going to have an apartment or a tiny home. The only thing we have in Jannah are palaces, right? And so here the angels guide you to your palace. And when you're there, the palace, like I said, not a house, not an apartment, but it's actually, you notice this pearl that's actually 60 miles up into the sky. And inside of that pearl, there's been a house carved for you. And in the world, you always used to look at these magazines and see these beautiful houses around you, the ones with the chandeliers and the pools. And this house that you're seeing, that is your house, that's your palace, is better than any of those things that you had ever seen. And you are amazed because anything that you ask for, it's already there. Anything you imagine, already there. Games room, you want that? In there. Indoor pool, got it. Whatever you want, it's there, right? And subhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then tells you, and if there's anything there that you find missing that you think isn't there, let me know and we got it. We'll get it for you, inshallah, immediately. You think of it and it'll be there. And so subhanAllah, you are just amazed. You're saying, wow, this is incredible. What a wonderful place we have come to. And you're told that if you walked for 2,000 years, it would still be your house. It would still be your palace. That's how large your space is. So right now you're just blown away, right? You're mind blown. It's amazing what you're seeing around you. And then you start looking around and you notice these beautiful trees that are all around you. And you see some apples, some pomegranates, different things that you used to see in the world. And you're like, oh, hey, look, I know that fruit. I like that fruit, right? And you start to think about what it must taste like. And then suddenly you notice that the branches of the trees that you're looking at come down. They come down to you. So you don't have to get a ladder or jump up to grab the fruit. It just comes to you when you think about it. And you grab it, you take a bite, and what looked like an apple tastes totally different. What looked like a pomegranate, totally different. And subhanAllah, it's better than anything you've ever tasted before in your life. You can't even imagine the taste. So at this point, you're like, okay, that's it. I'm done. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I got everything I wanted. And then you're given another surprise. You are told to gather, all the believers are told to gather into this open field, and you hear the voice of none other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he tells you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I'm going to fulfill my promise. And you're like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, you already did the promise, right? The fruits and the trees and a palace I have, all of this, isn't this the promise? And then as you're talking, as all the believers, you're looking at the other people around you and you all are talking, you notice this light coming from on top of you. And you look above you and you have a conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then you see the face of none other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself. You see the face of the one who has created that Jannah, the face of the one who created everything that you saw in this world. And subhanAllah, there is nothing more blessed, nothing more beautiful you have ever seen in your whole life except the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on that day, he will allow you to be the one who sees it. So you are in Jannah, and it's beyond anything that you had ever imagined. It's incredible in every single way. And one day, as you're sitting on your throne, yes, a throne, not a couch or a pillow or anything like that, but a throne, you are sitting on this throne and you start thinking, you say, hey, I remember I used to have these friends, back in the day. I see a few of them here, a few of them were chilling together, but a few of them, I don't see them here. I don't notice them here. And subhanAllah, then you're going to be shown a window into what the hellfire looks like at that time. And what a frightful, frightful scene that will be. You're going to notice people in there that are burning in the fire who were backbiting, who were lying, who were cheating, who never prayed, who were disrespectful to their parents, who snuck out behind their parents. Most importantly, they were the people who left the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Unmuted.
They were the people who turned away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and not just that. They actually tried to turn everyone else around them too. So they would come to you and be like, hey, you're so weird for fasting, during lunchtime and not eating. You're weird for wearing the hijab. They would make fun of and poke fun of other people. And those are the people that you see in the hellfire. And subhanAllah, you're reminded that you're so grateful. You're so happy to be in Jannah with your friends. You're so happy to be in Jannah with the people that encourage you to pray and fast and do all of the good things. And what a horrible punishment, subhanAllah, it is to end up here. Now, as we wrap up, inshallah, we've seen two sides of the story right now, right? We saw one side of the story, which we spent most of our time in, looking at what? At Jannah, at the beauty of Jannah, at everything so blessed, that fruit, the trees, the rivers, the mountains, everything that you want in your whole life, it's there, right? That's one side of the road. And on the other side of the road is that hellfire, is that path in which you can try to make all your friends happy, maybe if they are people that don't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or encourage you to do bad things. A path that you can go on to lie to your parents, or to make sure that you're not praying salah, or to secretly, maybe eat things when you're telling other people you're fasting. There's different things that you can do to go on the other path. And here at the end of Ramadan, Allah's putting us, we're right here, guys. We're right in the middle at the fork, right? We can go right or we can go left. And we want to all choose to go right. We want to all make sure that our goal in this life is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to earn that Jannah, because that's where we all want to end up, right? None of us want to be in that last slide. None of us want to be in the hellfire. And so this, whatever life we live here, right? 20, 30, 50, 80, 90, maybe 100 years for us. But then we know at the end of this road, at that mountain, there is Jannah for us, inshallah. And so we make sure that we want to be from amongst the people that follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his command, and stay away from what shaitan tempts us to do. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from amongst those who choose the path of guidance always, who are people of the Quran and people of Islam, inshallah, and who end up earning his pleasure and living in Jannatul Firdaus for the rest of our lives, inshallah. And I ask you guys all, especially on this day of Eid, to make dua for yourself, make dua for your families, and make dua for all of the team of MCNA that's putting this together, inshallah. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Eid party and enjoy the story time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam. Jazakallah khair, sister. Hamna, that was an amazing, it was just amazing, seeing things come true, right? Like in terms of Jannah and what Jahannam is, right? Like this goes back to Surah Al-Rahman, right? Like, which of the Lord's favorites can we deny? If we see it in earth, like imagine how much better it is going to be in Jannah, inshallah khair. So we're going to strive to go towards there. All right, guys. So inshallah khair, that was that. She did an amazing job. I was able to visualize something that I couldn't see before. I never thought that Jannah could be something like that, or what Jahannam would look like, or what happens right when Day of Judgment happens, right? May Allah protect us, make us good Muslims, make us on the right path, and so that things are easy for us and that we end up in the right destination, inshallah. All right. So if you like what we're doing so far, just remember that we have our social media accounts that you can totally follow us on. We have about 4 handouts on the webinar. Please go ahead and download them. Please make sure to follow, subscribe, and like our social media accounts to receive notifications about upcoming programs, because we have bigger and better things coming, inshallah khair, guys. All right. So next, we have a very special program. We have Brother Joshua Salam from Native Deen. He is a vocalist, a songwriter, and a managing member of Native Deen. He is an entertainer at heart. Brother Joshua combines lyrics with old school hip hop and R&B. His aim is to spread an uplifting message of Islam and to highlight issues confronting Muslims living in America through his nasheeds, right? Brother Joshua has performed alongside of artists such as Yusuf Islam, Sami Yusuf, Zayn Bika, Rehan, Outlandish, and so many more, right? He has performed in over 60 cities around the world. His nasheeds have provided a cultural bridge by presenting Islam in a positive light to Western audience. So please put it together for Brother Joshua Salam.
Hey, assalamu alaikum. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, Brother Joshua. Thank you for joining us.
All right. You are welcome. Eid Mubarak, everybody. There's a lot of wonderful Eid songs out there, a lot of joyous things that you can find. I hope that you are listening to some of those things. Native Deen has a famous one called Eid Morning. So after this, I want you guys to go into your Google or your Bing or your Firefox, whatever you're using, and type in Native Deen, Eid Morning, and listen to Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd, Allahu Akbar kabira, walhamdulillahi kathira. And it goes on, and that's, that's how it should be. That's how Eid should be. So I'm here with you guys. I hope you're having a nice Eid so far. I'm going to just do a couple songs for you in this time to get you back on schedule for this wonderful program that ICNA is doing with the Muslim children in North America. How do I make sure that the people can hear me? Do they give a thumbs up? Do they give a round of applause? I got no audience feedback. So do they send a message to you? How do I know they're feeling it?
They send a message to us. They hear you. You're doing good.
All right there. So I'm gonna turn on. I made a little beat with like some duff and shakers and things like that. So I'm gonna play that for you and see if you can hear it. Bismillah.
Super excited. I get all the comments. They're super excited about this.
Yeah. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Why is it not playing? All right, we might have to wing it. Technical difficulties. All right, so I'm gonna go a cappella on the first song until I get my sound right. I think when I muted myself, I must have unclicked the sound from my mic. First of all, I want you guys to know that I have a solo album coming out called One True, and it's going to be like a finger on the album for everybody to hear and to know that the one true God is who we worship. So that's what the whole album is about. So look for it on iTunes, look for it on Amazon, look for it on Spotify. Just look for it. It's coming any day now. It's processing with who is that? CD Baby. They're doing some stuff with it, and it'll be to an iPod near you, inshallah. Okay, let's see if I can input. Okay, we're gonna go old school the way we used to do at the minute camps. So If my computer's shaking, that's because I got a beat going on the table. So I need my admin to tell me if you guys can hear this beat, even though it's just me.
We can hear you.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Who's the greatest one? Created the sun. Who do we bow to? We worship only you, Allah. Who's the greatest one? Allah. Created the sun, Allah. Who do we bow to? Allah. We worship only you, Allah. If I told you once, I told you twice. So you know that I love my life. And I love both of my sons. And not everyone. I remember the days, 15th of September and May. My sons were born, but could I? Because they took my breath away. They were so healthy and strong. I pray that I raise them right, not wrong. And that's why I make this song. So now you can sing along. Come on now, who's the greatest one? Created the sun. Who do we bow to? We worship only you, Allah. Hey, by the way, while y'all sitting in y'all living room out there, y'all supposed to fill in these lyrics. When I say, who's the greatest one, you're still supposed to say Allah, all right? So even though I can't hear you, Allah hears you. All right, I need you to join in. It goes like this. Who's the greatest one? Allah. Created the sun, Allah. Who do we bow to? Allah. We worship only you, Allah. Who's the greatest one? Created the sun, Allah. Who do we bow to? Allah. We worship only you, Allah. I bet you did not know, you didn't know. My sons have got the glow, they got the glow. So every place that we go, I watch as my sons grow. Hey, I'ma play with them in the park. Hide and go seek in the dark. I'ma be a good dad from the start. Cause my sons are in my heart. Catching butterflies in a jar. And they will never be too far. Cause they're my shining star. And I love them just the way they are. Come on now, who's the greatest one? Created the sun, Allah. Who do we bow to? Allah. We worship only you, Allah. Who's the greatest one? Allah. Created the sun, Allah. Who do we bow to? Allah. We worship only you, Allah. Yeah. Come on. Now, if I was on stage, that's probably where I would stop. The song doesn't normally go this long. Because, you know, Native Dean, we got a whole show. We got next songs. We got Not Afraid to Stand Alone. We got MUSLIM. But since it's just me and you, I'm going to do one more verse. Organizers, can I do one more verse on this song?
Please go ahead. They're having a lot of fun.
I got branches on my family tree. Can't believe it happened to me. I'ma teach him to be all it can be. Graduate and get a college degree. I'ma take the good with the bad. If they get in trouble, I will be sad. I'ma do my best not to get that mad. I'm just happy to be a dad. I'ma be the number one toy. Cause they're my pride and joy. Put your hands together. They're my baby boys. And you know those are my baby boys. Come on now, who's the greatest one? Created the sun, Allah. Who do we bow to? Allah. We worship only you, Allah. Who's the greatest one? Allah. Created the sun, Allah. Who do we bow to? Allah. We worship only you, Allah. Ya Allah. Oh Allah. Ya Allah. All right. I hope I hear a round of applause. What? All right. That was the first track. How's everybody doing out there? Can you read me some of the text? Did anybody say anything? I'm sweating over here.
No, you're doing good. They're saying Allah with you, and they're like, this is great. You know what I mean? Like, so they love it. They're asking for more, and they're super grateful that you're here.
They're asking for more. Well, now it's it's funny. I should tell you guys all about the technical difficulties that Native Dean has had in our career, and we just get so used to the show must go on. So it doesn't matter what happens, the show must go on. So even here, I had this whole setup. I wish I could show you my speakers and everything lined up. And I hit play, nothing. So no problem. We just beat on the table and the show goes on for you. So now we're going to go to another song. How much time do I have left? Because I know I'm coming back later. Maybe one more song?
Yes, go ahead with one more song.
Okay, all right. So if we only got one more song, and this is the first group, and you know, who knows, some of these guys might have to leave, they can't come back. I'm gonna try to do Not Afraid to Stand Alone. All right. All three parts with me and the table. So first it'll be me. Now, you know, I need y'all audience. I need y'all out there being like, I am not afraid to stand alone. You got to shout it. You got to sing it. Here we go. Bismillah. Dun, 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 dun. I am not afraid to stand alone. I am not afraid to stand alone. If Allah is by my side, I am not afraid to stand alone. Everything will be all right. That's your part, you know. You got to come in on your part. Take it from the top. I am not afraid to stand alone. I am not afraid to stand alone. If Allah is by my side, I am not afraid to stand alone. Everything will be all right. I am not afraid to stand alone. Gonna keep my hands up. I'm not afraid to stand alone. If Allah is by my side, everything will be all right. Gonna keep my head up high. Now, first verse is me. Abdul Malik wrote this song first, but then he brought it to Naeem and myself, and he was like, what do y'all want to do on this song? And I was like, you know, we need to get a sister in there. These sisters, man, what would we do without our sisters? Our mothers, our grandmothers, our sisters, our daughters. They out there working hard and we don't give them enough credit. So this verse goes out to all the sisters in the community. You ready? Single mother raising the children. And now she's a Muslim. Started praying and wearing a headscarf. It was a healing for her heart. Struggling with no one to lean on. But with prayer, she would be strong. Had a job, but then she was laid off. Got a better education and it paid off. She was called for a job that she dreamed of. Posed by a great pay, she was in love. They brought her in, told her she's the number one pick. You got the job, but you got to lose outfit. My faith and my religion, I would never been. I am not afraid to stand alone. I am not afraid to stand alone. If Allah is by my side, I am not afraid to stand alone. Everything will be all. I am not afraid to stand alone. I'm not afraid to stand alone. If Allah is by my side, everything will be all right. Gonna keep my head up. Peer pressure, they were insisting, but I was resisting. Some days I felt I was giving. I just wanted to fit in. I know when I'm praying and fasting, they be teasing and laughing. So I call on my Lord for the power, for the strength every day, every hour. One day there's a new Muslim teacher, single mom and the people respect her. Just seeing the strength I get stronger. They can break my will no longer. You don't see me sweating when they jokes cracking. Never see me cursing with my pants sagging. I ain't never running, I'm still standing. I ride with Allah to the very end. I am not afraid to stand alone. Hope you're singing along. I am not afraid to stand alone. Lies by my side. I am not afraid to stand alone. Everything will be all. I am not afraid to stand alone. Gonna keep my head up. I'm not afraid to stand alone. Come on. If Allah is by my side, everything will be all right. Gonna keep my head up high. Y'all still with me? Because the song's not over. We got one more verse. This verse with Abdul Malik comes with the rap part. Don't close your ears because it's going to go fast. Hope you can understand all the words. Trying to keep my hands moving at the same time. Here we go. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Check it out. I'm a one who can bear their blows. The rest play dumb. They don't dare say no. Scared of being shunned, but it's clear they know that I ain't going to run. I ain't scared no more. These sisters be resolute. Never stressed when the rest said it wasn't cute. And they get the respect from the other youth. With the dress, you know that's the truth. These sisters is Gotta hand it down. But me, I'm a brother, gotta stand my ground. I ain't gonna shut up when the game's around. Peer pressure, whatever, it's my planet now. Others may fall, I'ma hold my own. With the help of Allah, I'll be strong and stone. And I'ma be brave, let Islam be shown. Cause you know I ain't afraid to stand alone. I am not afraid to stand alone. Oh, I am not afraid to stand alone. If Allah's by my side, I am not afraid to stand alone. Yeah. I am not afraid to stand alone. Gonna keep my head up. I'm not afraid to stand alone. If Allah's by my side, thing will be all right. Gonna keep my head up high. All right. That's how we end the show on the first half of the set. I'll be back to do a couple of more songs, maybe 2 or 3. Thank you for tuning in to this program. May Allah bless all of you.
This was amazing. They loved it. They were singing along. I was getting these feedbacks. So thank you so much for joining us today, brother. Assalamu alaikum. All right. So inshallah khair. That was amazing. That was Brother Joshua from Native Deen. You guys should check them out. Go check and buy their album. So inshallah khair. Next, we have the Mad Science Show. You guys know what it is, right? It's a science show with amazing science experiments. And the whole point is to inspire children through science and lifelong sparking lifelong imagination and curiosity. All right. So we're going to pass it off to the mad scientist, Tony, to make things go boom. Technical difficulty, guys. We're just waiting for them to join on. Just give me a second. So you guys tell me. Oh, there he is. Is that Scientist Tony? We can't hear you. I'm sorry. We can't hear you.
Hear me now?
I can hear you now. We're good.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's what we wanted. Very good. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So, welcome, everybody. I am so glad to be here with all of you today. Eid Mubarak to everybody. I'm so glad to be celebrating with you guys. I miss seeing so many of you this year, as I have for many years at the convention in April, and I'm so glad I get to be here with you virtually to show you some really cool experiments. As you heard, today's show is called Things That Go Boom. So, science, of course, is always awesome, but the best kind of science are chemical reactions, and especially chemical reactions that go boom. And that's what we're going to do today, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, my name, you can call me Dr. T. As you heard, my name is Tony, right? So, I am Dr. T, your mad scientist, and I am going to show you guys a lot of cool experiments today, okay? Now, normally I have a few rules that I would go over, right? But I trust that you're going to be a very respectful audience, of course, because you are all at your homes right now. But there is one rule I still have to mention, okay? And that is normally my third rule, all right? And it is the most important of all my rules. And this rule still applies even if you guys are at home, okay? And that rule number 3, all right? After rule number 1 about being respectful, rule number 2, raise your hand if you have something to say, right? Rule number 3 is that you must have fun. So no matter where you are, you can't get away without following rule number 3. And I'm going to make sure that you guys don't have any trouble with that, okay? Well, we're going to get started then, okay? So like I said, today's show is all about chemical reactions, okay? And we're going to learn a little bit about them, all right? And we're going to start by learning what a chemical reaction actually is, okay? And we're going to start by learning what a chemical is. So a chemical is a type of substance. And that's just the word we use to refer to basically everything, right? Everything is some kind of a substance. So there's lots of different types of substances out there, okay, guys? So we've got, let's say, one substance right here, which will be represented by my left hand, and another substance right here that'll be represented by my right hand, okay? Now, what my hands represent are something called molecules, all right? Now, molecules are these really, really, really tiny things, and they make up everything in the whole world, okay? So we've got a molecule right here, and we've got another molecule right here. Now, what happens, guys, is sometimes there are certain types of molecules that react with each other, okay? So those molecules come together, and here's what happens. Now, some of you may know that molecules, as tiny as they are actually made up of something even tinier, okay? And that tinier thing is called an atom, A-T-O-M, not like the name atom, okay? So atoms are even tinier. So molecules are made up of atoms. Now what happens is those molecules come together, and then they start mixing together with each other, and this molecule will take some of its atoms and give it to that molecule. And then this molecule will take some of its atoms and give it to that molecule. And now we've got two brand new molecules, and they both have different types of atoms on them, right? So that means they must be molecules for two brand new chemicals, okay? So that was a lot. So basically, you have chemical 1 and chemical 2, right? Both made of molecules. Those molecules come together. Chemical 1 molecules give some atoms to chemical 2. Chemical 2 molecules give some atoms to chemical 1. And then we have two brand new chemicals that are different than the first two, and then they come away from each other, okay? All right, so now you know what a chemical reaction is. Now, let's get to the fun part where we actually get to watch a few examples of chemical reactions. So, first up, guys, I am getting very thirsty here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a milkshake. How many of you guys like milkshakes? All right, I knew it, right? So think about your favorite flavor of milkshake, okay? All right, so everybody got to think of it. Everybody knows their favorite flavor now? Okay, now I'm going to show you my favorite flavor of milkshake. Now, here's what's cool about my favorite flavor, guys. It's sort of an instant milkshake, okay? You don't even need a freezer. You don't need refrigeration. It's perfect. Let me show you how it works, okay? And we call it a gloop glop milkshake. So, to make a gloop glop milkshake, which I bet is different than whatever milkshake you were thinking of as your favorite, right? To make a gloop glop milkshake, we need two different ingredients, all right? We need a little bit of gloop, and we need a little bit of glop that I have wrapped up right here. I'm gonna open that up there. Now, I also am going to grab a cup right here to mix it up with. I'm going to set that right there. So first, I'm going to add in my gloop, just like that. All right, and I'll show you guys in a second here, don't worry. All right, and then I'm going to take a little bit of glop, and I will add in my glop, just like that. All right, so got our gloop in and our glop, and now I'm going to take this stick and I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to come around there so I can show you guys up close what my gloop glop milkshake looks like, okay? So, let's see. We're going to mix that up, just like that. Keep on mixing. And now I'm going to show you my milkshake in just a moment. And we'll keep on mixing here. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go take a look at that milkshake and see. And you guys can tell me if you think it looks good or if you think it looks gross, all right? Think it to yourself at least. All right, there we go. Delicious milkshake. Look at that. All right. So now we're going to go back on here so we can see all our experiments again. I'm going to keep mixing up my milkshake, okay? Now, I want you to think to yourself whether you think my milkshake looked good or if you think it looked gross, okay? That's all I need you to do. Now, the other thing, actually, I would like you to do is think about how you would describe my milkshake, okay? So if you had to describe my milkshake to somebody, what would you say it looked like, okay? I want you to think about the color. I want you to think about, I don't know, whether it looked thick and creamy or whether it looked watery. Think about all those things. And most importantly, think about whether you would like to drink my milkshake. All right?
As of right now, everyone is saying gross.
What? Oh, nobody likes my milkshake? Oh, man. Oh, all right. Well, that's okay. I'm going to leave it here anyway. And we're just going to set that right there. We're going to come back to it, okay? So you're all thinking about how you describe it, which apparently is gross. It's okay. All right. But we're going to come back to that. And we'll see how that's doing a little bit later, okay? Now, next thing we're going to do, guys, while we're waiting for that milkshake, okay, I want to show you another, wait, what's that? Something going on in my screen there with the milkshake. It looks weird. I don't know why it's doing that on my camera there. Anyway, guys, my milkshake is, whoa, look at the milkshake. It's real life. What's happening? Take a look, guys. I think my milkshake is making a chemical reaction. That's what I think. All right, so let me show you guys up close what that looks like, okay? We know this is a chemical reaction because it's mixing together and it's making lots of bubbles. You guys see that? So, lots and lots of bubbles right there. Now, whenever you mix things together and they start making bubbles, we know that it is a chemical reaction, okay, guys? So, that's how we can tell there. Now, we're going to do here, guys, we are going to take this. I'm going to hide it over here, okay? Because normally, bubbles will go pop. But these bubbles don't pop. So when it makes more bubbles, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it's done, okay? So we're going to hide that right over here to the side where nobody can see it. And then we're going to see what happens when our milkshake is all done. Okay, now, while we're waiting for that milkshake, guys, we're going to go look at another chemical reaction, like I said. We're going to start with this chemical right here called water. I'm sure you've heard of that one. Now, we are also going to take another chemical that I have over here that is a type of crystal, okay? Now, crystals always sound very rare and exciting, but did you guys know that salt is actually a crystal? Yep, and so is sugar. So you guys eat crystals. Crazy, right? I don't want to eat these ones because these are not just any salt crystals, right? Regular salt is called sodium chloride, okay? That's table salt. This is called sodium hydroxide. It would hurt pretty badly if you were to eat this, so we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is put it into my water. And you guys will see, just like if I were to put regular salt into water, I will mix it in, and it will start to dissolve, okay? Now, when we say something dissolves, we're saying that it starts to disappear into the water. Now, I like the word disappear, and here's why. When you say something disappears, it doesn't mean that it goes away. It just means that we don't see it anymore, okay? And that's a great way to describe things that dissolve. They don't go away, we just don't see it. Kind of like if you go to the ocean, you don't see the salt in the water, but you know it's there. Sometimes it gets in your mouth and you can even taste it, right? So dissolving does not mean it goes away. It just means we don't see it. And now, I think I've stalled enough saying that same thing over and over that it is finally all dissolved. And we can get on to a chemical reaction. And to do a chemical reaction, we need another chemical that I believe you guys have heard of before called aluminum foil. I have some right over here to the side. And I'm going to take this aluminum foil and I am going to rip it up a little bit and drop it into my water right there. So we're going to take that, fold it up some more, and then rip it and rip some more and rip some more. Just like that. We're going to set all those pieces down on my table. I know you can't see them quite right there. And then I'm going to drop them into that water, and we're going to see what happens, okay? We'll drop one there, and there, and there, and there. And now let's see what happens to it, okay? We're going to swirl that around for a second. Let's look up close. All right, so our last chemical reaction, our milkshake made bubbles, right? In just a second, we're going to slow this one down and see if this one is also making bubbles or not. All right, let's see. Not much yet, although if you look closely, guys, you'll see some really, really tiny bubbles there, right? So those bubbles show that we are getting a chemical reaction, although it's not a very exciting one, is it? Well, that's okay. Here's what we're going to do. So these bubbles are very slow, unlike our milkshake bubbles, and they're very small. And also, unlike our milkshake bubbles, they pop right away. And when they pop, they start to release a gas. Now, gases are usually clear, right? Or invisible, so we can't see it. But it is coming out of there, even if you can't see it. And to prove that, what I'm going to do next is take a balloon and put a balloon on top, okay? So even though we can't see our gas, we will, once we put a balloon on there, see our balloon start to fill up.
Dr. T, we lost your voice. Dr. T, we lost your voice. Dr. T? Dr. T?
going.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. We lost your voice for a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Where did I leave off? Do you know?
You were shaking it and we couldn't hear you. So the gases are being released and going into the balloon, right?
Yeah, they're being released and going into the balloon. Very good. Yes, I'm sorry about that. All right, awesome. So that should be what's happening there. Now, guys, that's going to take a little while, just like our milkshake. So we're going to put that off to the side, and we're going to come back to it later. And now we're going to do a really fast chemical reaction that we don't have to wait for. I bet you guys could use one of those, right? A fast one. Let's do it. So for our fast chemical reaction, we're going to take another one of these things here. And by the way, guys, this is called a flask, okay? In case you were wondering what these are called. All right? A lot of times people think they're called beakers, but those aren't beakers, okay? Beakers are actually, I can give you an example, one of these things right here, and we call this a beaker because it actually has a beak on it, just like a bird. That's how we pour things. So that's a beaker. This is a flask. And in my flask, I'm going to add a little bit of something called vinegar. All right, so I'm going to pour my vinegar right into there, just like that. Okay. So vinegar, as you guys know, looks just like water. You probably are familiar with vinegar. Maybe you've even done science experiments with vinegar, but you've definitely probably had it in food or stuff like that. So now, the other thing we're going to take is something right here called baking soda. All right? And baking soda will react with vinegar really, really quickly. In fact, it will react so quickly, I don't want to just put it in my vinegar. I'm going to add the baking soda directly to this balloon right here. And that way I can dump the balloon of baking soda into the vinegar and then see how fast our gas bubbles will fill it up. So we'll put that right here and we'll drop it into that balloon right there. A little more, should be good. And then we will take that. And once again, like I said, we will drop it into our vinegar. And let's get close for this one. I will bring it up to you right here. And we'll dump that in and it will start to make a really fast chemical reaction that will blow up my whole balloon. And of course, you can see lots of bubbles in there, right? And we'll put even more bubbles in there. Just dump it all into our balloon. You can see where all that gas is coming from. Here's my vinegar and baking soda making bubbles. All right. So lots of bubbles filling up my whole balloon right there. So this one started very quickly. It filled up the balloon very quickly. And then it finished very quickly. So we're going to let that settle on down a little bit. And the bubbles will start to go away and my reaction will be done, okay? Now we're going to come back to that a little bit later once our other balloon is ready as well. Actually, while I'm up here already, I'm going to go check on that milkshake. Let's go take a look. All right, here it comes. Got the milkshake here. It's coming. It's coming. And there's the milkshake. Ooh, that looks delicious, doesn't it? All right, now watch this, guys. This is going to be so good. I'm going to take it back here. I'm going to show you how to eat the milkshake in one bite. Ready? Ready, set, and up. Uh-oh. What happened to my milkshake? Uh-oh, guys. Let's take a look and see what we made. This guy's right here is not a real milkshake, of course, right? This is not even a Gloop Glop milkshake. A Gloop Glop milkshake is actually something called foam. I'll bet you guys have heard of foam before. Okay, now in this case, guys, this Gloop Glop milkshake made a type of foam called polyurethane foam. All right, but you can think of it as something else. This foam right here might actually be inside the walls of the Mad Science Lab. In fact, it might even be inside the walls of your house right now. Can you believe that? Guess what, guys? This Gloop Glop milkshake foam is what we refer to as insulation, okay? And what that does is it traps all the hot air inside of our house during the winter time, so we stay nice and warm when it's cold out. And it also traps the hot air outside our house during the summertime, so we stay nice and cool inside. So that's what this stuff does. And in fact, guys, it's really useful because this reaction actually got extremely hot. That's right. It's kind of hard to tell here because I can't quite break this one open, but you guys can see the cup is bulging out a little bit. That's right. This reaction often gets so hot, it'll melt parts of the cup. So this is a really, really hot reaction. Does not feel hot to me, because the foam traps the heat really, really well. Okay, so far we have learned that chemical reactions can make bubbles, right? We've learned that one a lot, but that's actually another sign. What I just showed you is that chemical reactions can get really, really hot, okay? So sometimes they get hot, and you figure if they can get hot, they can also get cold, okay? So some chemical reactions get hot, some get cold, some make bubbles, some can even change colors. All right, so let's take a look here. We've got some tubes of water right here. Actually, I'm keeping back here. We can see it a little better. There we go. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of water, or some of my color changing chemicals, and add it to them, okay? So first, I have a green color changing chemical right here. And this green color changing chemical has a little green person on it. And his name is Mr. Yuck. Now, of course, you guys do not want to eat or drink anything that has Mr. Yuck on it. So we will take this Mr. Yuck chemical and we will squirt it right into here and here. Change the color of our water a little bit. And then we will take this blue one, which also has Mr. Yuck. And we'll squirt it there and there. And then we'll take this red chemical right here that also has Mr. Yuck on it. Oops, there we go. And we'll squirt it here and here. Now, so far, we don't have anything too crazy yet, right, guys? That's basically what we would have expected. But let's see what happens then if we mix some other chemicals and see what a chemical reaction color change looks like, right? It's not the same as putting food coloring into water. If you put blue food coloring into water, it's going to turn blue. Not that crazy. If you put blue food coloring into water and somehow it turned yellow, well, there must be something else going on there, and we're going to figure out what that is. So in this case, we're going to take some more of our vinegar right here. We're going to put it into our blue chemical, right? And you'll see when I put it into this one right here, it will start to turn red, just like that. And then we'll take this blue one here. And when we put our vinegar in, that one will start to turn orange. And then we'll take the green one, and that one will turn red. And then we'll take this orange one. And when we put the vinegar in there, it will turn yellow. And then we will take our last two, which we saw, the green and the orange, and they will turn red or yellow and yellow. Okay, very good. So here's the thing, guys. That was pretty cool. The only way that would have been possible, though, for something red and something clear to make yellow would be if we have a chemical reaction. Because red and clear obviously don't make yellow. Same with clear and green. Obviously don't make red. But they did because we had a chemical reaction. Now, we're going to take a little bit of baking soda, which we know reacts with vinegar. So we're not going to use too much because we don't want it to fizz too much. And then when we do that, we're going to put some into here. And this yellow, oh, you did use too much. It didn't fizz too much. That's okay. We've got some red now. So we got red right there. And we've got our orange right here. And we've got our yellow right here. And we're going to go for the whole rainbow. Let's do it. Red, orange, yellow. Next, we want green. Let's take some baking soda, drop it in there, and that will start to turn green. And then we want blue. Well, we'll take this orange here, put some baking soda in there, and it will start to turn blue. And then finally, we want some purple. Well, to do that, I'm going to need some of those crystals I showed you earlier, and I will put those into there. And when I do that, this one will begin to turn, mix up a little bit, and now it will turn purple. And now we have all the colors of the rainbow made using chemical reactions. Okay. Now, while we've been doing that, guys, we learned all the signs of a chemical reaction, although there's one I want to elaborate on a little bit, okay? So we learned about color changes. We learned about making bubbles. We learned about, we learned about ones that get hot and cold. And then finally, they can change states of matter, sort of like my milkshake, right? We started out as two liquids, and now we have what we call a solid, okay? So let's take a look here again, guys. We're going to put my tray right here, and I'm going to show you another example of something that can change states of matter. Now, a lot of times, when we use that as a sign of a chemical reaction, it often means we're changing states of matter into something that's kind of weird, like kind of almost in between different states of matter. like usually something kind of slimy, right? That's always a sign of a chemical reaction in most cases. You mix some things together, they get kind of slimy. Now, slime is a little bit in between a solid and a liquid. We're going to see one way to make it. In this case, instead of taking gloop and glop and turning them into foam, we're going to go backwards. We're going to take a type of foam and turn it into something gloopy and gloppy. So to do that, I'm going to need some more foam because I don't want to ruin my beautiful milkshake. I'm going to take a different type of foam that we call styrofoam. We're going to set that there. Now, I've also got an ingredient right here called nail polish remover. I'll bet you guys have heard of that one. Okay. Now, the main ingredient in nail polish remover is acetone. And acetone can destroy different types of plastics. Okay. They're called polymers. Things where those molecules I told you about are connected to each other like chains are called polymers. Okay. And nail polish remover is great at destroying polymer molecules. In fact, it's really good at destroying certain kinds of polymer molecules, like the kinds that make up nail polish or the kinds that make up styrofoam. So watch this. Move our tray up here a little bit. I'm going to put some of this nail polish remover in the cup. And any second now, you'll see my cup will start to turn into slime, just like that. And we'll take a little bit more here. Rub it all the way around. And now my whole cup will start to melt into slime in a chemical reaction. We can also take another one here.
Dr. T, that looks super cool. And I will definitely do that with my son because he's super excited about it.
Awesome.
We have about 10 minutes left, all right?
Perfect. All right.
So much fun with you.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. All right, guys. So don't worry. We will get through some really cool stuff in the last little bit of time we have here. All right. And we'll do one more here. My favorite way to do it is to make a spider web with it. And there we go. I love making the spider web. All right. Very good. So we'll mush all that up right there. And now my 3 cups have turned into slime. All right. So now we know all the signs of a chemical reaction. But guys, here's the cool thing. No matter what signs we see, all chemical reactions always make something brand new. So let's go back to 2 reactions we haven't touched in a while. We had right here vinegar and baking soda. But since chemical reactions always make something new, we no longer have vinegar and baking soda. Now we have this clear liquid down there called water. Bet you didn't know that. Vinegar and baking soda make water. But that's not the only thing it makes. One of the other things it makes is the stuff inside this balloon right here. Now, this stuff is really heavy, okay? It is a gas. It is just like the air, but it's heavier than most parts of the air. So it's not like helium, right? Because if we had helium, all I would do is let go of my balloon and it would fly. Well, that one doesn't have helium. No, this one is a heavy balloon, okay? Normally, even a balloon without helium would glide down slowly like this. But this balloon, guys, take a look. Yeah, that seems like a bowling ball. Yeah, that's a heavy, heavy balloon right there. Now, there is a heavy, heavy gas that might be inside my heavy, heavy balloon. And that heavy, heavy gas is called carbon dioxide. Now, you may have heard of carbon dioxide before. One thing you probably have not heard of carbon dioxide doing is putting out fires. So if you guys have ever seen a fire extinguisher before, a lot of those are filled with carbon dioxide. And so we can make sure and test to see if this is carbon dioxide by seeing if it can put out a fire right here. And here's how we're going to test that out. We're going to turn off our lights so you can see our flames a little bit better. And then we're going to take it and see if we can put it out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And it explodes and the fire goes out. So we had carbon dioxide. Let's turn that light back on real quick. And now let's go take a look at my other balloon here. And this one, I'm going to tie that up. Now, we remember, guys, this one was trickier. Vinegar and baking soda is easy to remember. This one was a little more complicated. So this one we used water and aluminum foil and sodium hydroxide crystals. Now, we know it's not water anymore. We can see that. What we actually made down there is something called sodium aluminate. But we don't have to remember that. That's not really the important part. What's important is what's inside my balloon. So first, let's test and see if we have helium. As you guys know, helium balloons will fly. So let's see. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at that. My balloon can float. But wait a second, guys. Helium is not the only gas that can fly. In fact, here's a fun fact about helium, guys. It's actually a non-renewable resource. That means we can't make it with chemical reactions. We have to find it in the ground. And eventually, they might run out of helium. So if you're used to having helium balloons for your birthday, got bad news, guys. Maybe not for you. But by the time you're grown-ups, you may not be able to get any more balloons with helium anymore. We might need to save what we have left for important things like medical stuff. So you better enjoy it while you guys are kids still, okay? But the good news is there is another gas that we can make that also floats. And that would be something called hydrogen. And that's what I made right here. But there is one tiny issue with hydrogen. I'm going to show that to you right now, okay? The problem with hydrogen, guys, we're going to turn off our lights again. We're going to do the same thing we did with our carbon dioxide, okay? And we're going to see if it'll put out a fire. Now, carbon dioxide is great at putting out fires. Helium, if that were helium here, wouldn't really do anything. But hydrogen is kind of the opposite of carbon dioxide. Let me show you what I mean. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Look at that. Yeah, that's the problem, right? So helium, it may not be great to use a non-renewable resource like helium, but guys, there's kind of an issue with using hydrogen too, right? Yeah, it kind of blows up. That would be a problem. Maybe you don't think so, right? But trust me, yes, birthday balloons blowing up would actually be a problem. Okay, well, let me show you one last thing here, guys, the couple minutes we have left. And I want to actually show you something really cool that's not even a chemical reaction. It's actually what we call a physical change, right? So if ice were to melt into water, that's a pretty big change. But it's not molecules coming together and trading atoms. It's different. You have the same exact molecule. You might have heard that water is called H2O. Well, ice is H2O. Water is H2O. They're both the same thing. Now, I've got another type of ice here called CO2. And CO2, grab some here, is a fancy way of saying carbon dioxide. And so I have ice right here that is so cold that it's basically part of the air frozen into ice. It's minus 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you don't believe me about how cold it is, it's so cold it will even make my spoon scream. There we go. Now, I want to show you something really cool we can do with this, okay? When I breathe on it, it will go back into the air as a gas like this. As you guys can see, okay? So it's really, really, really cool. Now, just like regular ice melts in water, carbon dioxide gas goes back into the air as carbon dioxide gas, all right? And that's why my spoon was screaming. All that gas was trying to escape from the ice, and it had to push the spoon out of the way. Now, the last thing I'd like to do with this, I'm going to take a few handfuls of this, guys, and I'm going to put it into this bucket. And what we're going to do is we're going to dump some boiling hot water on top of it. Now, when we do that, it's going to make it become a gas really fast. So kind of like I just showed you with my breath, but even faster. So that's 2. Let's get a third handful. And let's do number 4. So again, my breath can make it go fast like that. Now let's see what boiling water does, okay? So I know you guys are all at home, but if you had fun today and you enjoyed our show, then on the count of 3, I want you all to say science rules, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Science rules. And now we get our giant cloud. All filled with carbon dioxide, plus also lots of water vapor. All right. Well, there we go, guys. I just want to thank you guys again for letting me join you today. It was so great to be with you. Eid Mubarak to everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed our show, and I hope to see you guys again sometime very soon. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Dr. T. This was amazing. I appreciate all your help. Hopefully you guys liked it. I see all the science rules. All right, so that was the first half of our program. I will be signing off now, and I'm handing it over to Brother Talha. Brother Talha, are you here with us?
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Jazakumullah khairan, Sister Safia, for being the moderator in the first half. So my name is Talha Maqsood, and I'm actually a former MCNA member. And alhamdulillah, now I'm part of who I am now. And mashallah, MCNA has helped me grow so much. And I learned so much about my deen through MCNA, and has helped me to become a proud Muslim, alhamdulillah. What I love to do, I love to play soccer. I love to play PS4, particularly FIFA. I love anything that's related to soccer. And I also love reading books, which actually started a few years ago. I didn't like reading books like back when I was like your age, but now I don't know. I just love it. And mashallah, MCNA has prepared such a wonderful program despite this lockdown. And with that, the next thing in our agenda is the Eid Present Finder game. So this game has been specifically designed for you, alhamdulillah. And how this works is, at first, you'll need a device. So try to find a device in your home which has a keyboard. So find a laptop, find a computer. All right. So I'll give you some time for that. And while you're doing that, go to your browser and type bit.ly/EidGame. So bit.ly/EidGame, all uppercase. All right. And make sure to type it correctly. Type carefully, make sure to get all the uppercases and lower cases right. We will also be posting the game link in the chat as well, so make sure to click that. So while you're doing that, I'll tell you how the game works. All right. So you are running late to Eid prayer. You only have 15 minutes to make your way to the masjid. But you have to collect as many Eid gifts as you can. All right. So for the controls, you can move by using your arrows. That's why you can only use your laptop or computer. Don't use a phone or a tablet because it won't have arrows. All right. Inshallah, you will get used to the controls, inshallah. But however, to make it even harder, and I know you all love it when it's hard, there will be spikes and water. And whenever you will touch them, you will actually lose some points. So you're trying to get the gifts, and you have to watch out for the spikes and water. Also, the Eid gifts will be different colors, and you will receive different amount of points based on those colors. All right, so I'm going to give you all some time. So while you're starting the game, or you have already started the game, I'm going to invite the one, the only, from Native Deen, one of the biggest inspirations for me, Joshua Salam. Are you here, Joshua Salam? Brother Joshua? Brother Joshua? All right, so I guess he's gonna come, inshallah, in a bit. So while he's gonna come, inshallah, I'm gonna introduce him for you, for people who have just come, inshallah. So for those that have just joined, Joshua Salam is a vocalist, a songwriter, and a managing member of Native Deen. And so he has prepared something for y'all while you're gonna be playing the game, inshallah. Oh, you're here. Assalamu alaikum. We can't hear you.
How come you can't hear me?
All right, now I can hear you.
First of all, I want to say, if that science guy can hear me, he makes me want to start all over in school and be a scientist. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was really
Our eyes were glued to the screen. I mean, I'm older now. I've finished a different school, but if I had to do it over again, I'd be a mad scientist. I'd be like, it didn't matter where you put me. You could put me in the middle of lock me in a room and and I'd figure something out and cause a chemical reaction, unlock the door, and then float away to freedom. Yeah, the newborn identity. Joshua Salam coming at you to a theater near you. All right, first question. Were you here for the first show?
Yeah, I was here.
All right, I want you to, my wife went and gave me this tabla. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if this sounds better than the table that I was playing.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah,
you'll be my sound check. You'll be my sound check.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I feel it. I'm feeling it.
How's it sound?
That's good. That's way better. Much better.
Way better.
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad before too, but
oh man, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. From here, how long you want me to enter?
15 minutes. You have a whole 15 minutes.
All right. Bismillah. I'm gonna do a maybe 3 songs for you guys. The first one I'm going to do is a rap. It's called Drug Free. Okay. I wrote it many years ago when I was a police officer. Yeah, believe it or not, I was a police officer in the United States Air Force. Yes, sir. And I used to go into the elementary school and talk to the 5th and the 6th graders about saying no to drugs. And
really? Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah. And that's when I wrote this rap. So here we go. I'm gonna do it for you guys. The chorus line goes like this. I don't need to get high. Some people do and some people die. The life that I live may not be that long, but while I'm alive, I'll be healthy and strong. I don't need high. Some people do and some people die. The life that I live may not be that long. While I'm alive, I'll be healthy and strong. Now, I know that's a handful. Might be hard for you to remember all of that. But for any of you old heads, you might remember the lyrics. When it comes to the chorus line, you need y'all to sing along. All right, first chorus is about saying no to cigarettes. We don't do it, all right? I think it's cruel and inconsiderate when people huffing and they puffing on a cigarette, then blow the smoke in the area that I breathe. Sometimes they blow it in my face when they talk to me. I'm not trying to tell you that you need to quit, but you need to show respect to the one you're with. And if that's an individual who doesn't smoke, to put the cigarette out before they choke. You started smoking because you thought that now you addicted and you don't know what to do. You addicted to a drug, baby, that ain't smart, because it collapses your veins, damages your heart, and your lungs are getting blacker than you've ever seen. That's the effects of tobacco and nicotine. See what I mean? I don't need to get high. Some people do and some people die. The life that I live may not be that long. While I'm alive, I'll be healthy and strong. I don't need to get high. Don't do. Some people die. Next verse is about saying no to alcohol. And you know, a lot of people drinking alcohol today. They think it's cool. A lot of Muslims drinking alcohol. They're a lot protected from all those tricks and the whispers of shaitan. Here we go. Ain't no wisdom in the alcohol. They say you want it and I say not at all. They tell me that I need to take a drink to be cool. I tell them, man, I'm already cool. What's up with you? Now, is you crazy or is it that you didn't know that every time you drink the alcohol, you lose control, become abusive to all the people that you love? After your buzz, wouldn't remember what you're thinking of. Oh yeah, that buzz ruins people and their families. They want it to happen to me, but that's a family.
Ooh.
Hey, I want y'all to listen here. On stage, when I'm performing with Native Dean, if that ever happens, this is what we do. We look at the drummer and go, yeah, we can't hear y'all out there. We need everybody to sing along. You know, we just keep going. Don't worry about mistakes. So here we go. Mistakes happen. I'm coming back at you with the say no to alcohol. We're going to the table. Ain't no wisdom in the alcohol. They say, do you want it? And I say, not at all. They tell me that I need to take a drink to be cool. I tell a man, I'm already cool. What's up with you? Now, is you crazy or is it that you didn't know that every time you drink the alcohol, you lose control? Become abusive to all the people that you love. After your buzz, can't remember what you thinking. Oh yeah, that drug ruins people and their families. They want it to happen to me, but that's a fantasy. How can this be? I'm feeling pressure from the left and right. Wasn't subliminal, I got the message loud and clear. They want me spending all my money on a can of beer. They must be crazy trying to treat me like some kind of fool. They get me laughing at them frogs and the iguanas too. Now is it true that if I drink I'll be the man? No, that's a lie. So me, I got a different plan. So understand that my mind sees reality. Like Mortal Kombat, can you say fatality? Them tactics work on other people, they don't work on me. Being drug free is the way that I wanna be. Say it with me. I don't need to get high. Some people do and some people die. The life that I live may not be that long. While alive, I'll be healthy and strong. I don't need to get high. Some people do. Some people die. I don't need to get high. I don't need to get high. Some people do. Some people die. I don't need to get high. Yeah. All right, y'all. That was the first song. Hope you liked it.
All right.
Hey,
And
like
for all the wonderful kids, keep on playing that game. We're gonna be announcing the winner, inshallah. All right.
But you're all winners. You're all
winners. We're all winners.
Kind. All right. When's the game continue? Huh?
What?
When's the game continue?
Right now, they're just playing it right now until for another 10 more minutes.
Oh, they're playing the game now.
Yeah, while listening to you. So they're like, just feeling it while they're playing it.
Right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Multitasking. All right. So I want all of y'all to know that my solo album's coming out. It's called One True. It's got some jams on it. I would do one of those you now.
I really like your Nothing Light song.
Nothing like, oh, don't take innocent like that one.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's not even on the album. That's just a song we did to put out there because of all the stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna end with Muslim. M-U-S-L-I-M. I'm so blessed to be with him. But we're gonna do a song before that one, all right? We're gonna change it up and do a song. Now, this is a song that I wrote. It's like my own dua that I wrote for myself as I speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So sometimes if you can't remember one of the dua that's in the Quran or one of these du'as of the Prophet, the Messenger of Allah, you can make up your own dua. Speak to Allah directly, okay? So here's my version of speaking to Allah directly, and it's called My Lord. Here we go. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't stay in touch with you. I know my life would fall apart if I don't keep you in my heart. You've protected me since I can remember, and that's why I never want to go astray. 'Cause it's a struggle every day. Oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord. Oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord. I can feel it right now while I'm hearing my prayers. Even though I don't see you, I know that you're there. You've never let me down. Though I failed many times, I know I need to get my life right, but I'm running out of time. Oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord. Ooh, oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord. How long will it take for me to see that your love is all I need? When I feel I can't get by, you are right there by my side. Will it take for me to see that your love is all I need? When I feel I can't get by, you are right there by my side. Oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord. Hey, oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord. All right, one more time. This time, if there's anybody who's playing a game, you're just kind of thinking of what I should do right now. Imagine tonight, before you go to bed, just get down on your knees, put your hands together like this, praying to Allah, and then I want you to say it like this. Oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord. You're my Lord, my Lord, you're my Lord. Oh, I love you, oh, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, 'cause you're my Lord.
Wow, mashallah.
Right. What I want y'all to do, okay.
That was wonderful, mashallah.
I think we're gonna wrap this up with a MUSLIM. Maybe we do a little freestyle. What's your name, brother?
All right, Talha.
Tanfal?
Talha.
Talfa.
No, Talha.
Talha. Oh,
yes.
Much easier. I was trying to figure out what. Talha.
You have 2 minutes, though. So
I got 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Done. Bismillah. I'm so blessed to be with them. Say MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Oh. 1 billion strong all year long. There's to a lot even in Hong Kong. Can never be wrong when you read Quran, 'cause it's never been changed since day one. Others may brag, say that we lag, but they don't know what the power we have. Power we have. So Muslim don't you ever feel sad. Take many looks, but read their books. See all the facts that your friends overlook. So always be proud. Get out loud. Down with the crowd, with the Muslim crowd. Hey, MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Said MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Said MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Don't know about you, I know about me. Proud to be rolling Islamically. Everywhere I see, even on TV. People talking trash about the way I be. But what they all hate is if we get great. Cause we're the only ones with the heads that fake. Don't ever frown with your head looking down. If you read the Quran, you're the best in the town. All have doubts if we had no doubt. In a few years it would come about. Back on the scene, the number one dean. I'm proud to be down with the Muslimin. MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Say MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Say MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Say MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. And that's about a 2-minute show right there, right? Going out strong with MUS. Hope all y'all seen it. You can mute me whenever you want, but I'm gonna keep doing this till the mic goes off. MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them. Say MUSLIM. I'm so blessed to be with them.
All right.
I ain't stopping. Mute me with.
All right, Assalamualaikum. Thank you, Brother Joshua, for joining us today. You always amaze me every time, mashallah. And for all you other wonderful people, all you other wonderful kids, did y'all finish the game? Answer in the chat. Did y'all enjoy it? All right. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So let's see how y'all did. So answer this poll. How many points did you collect? 0 to 50, 51 to 100, 100 to 150, or more than 150? I remember I actually played this game too yesterday. I had some time, and I actually got 55. So let's see how bad I did compared to y'all. All right. Okay, so most of y'all actually did from 0 to 50. 68% of y'all. And some of y'all actually got more than 50, mashallah. All right, I wonder who got more than 55 though. And some of y'all even got more than 150. I don't know if you're bluffing or be honest, guys. All right, so it looks like most of y'all got from 0 to 50 points. Mashallah, that's really good. But anyhow, we want to tell you some exciting programs MCNA is currently offering, inshallah. So there are wonderful programs, as you can see on your screen, like Regions for Seasons, which is actually happening right now, monthly. And then there's this 5-week online course, which is also happening separately, and it will be talking about Islamic history. So if you're really interested in that, that will also be available for YMJ. And then there are the companion books that come twice per year, mashallah. I always love reading them. Me, my sisters, who are actually also in the other room right now, they're downstairs listening to this. And so me and my sisters, my mom, we all have a fun time reading these companion books. So trust me, get those books. And then for upcoming programs, there's a Sahaba series that will be starting at June 14th. Which will be free, so yay. And then there will also be more programs, so make sure to stay tuned. And also social media, if you have it, there's our email. Follow our Facebook and Instagram if you have them. And if you love watching videos, there's our YouTube channel right there. And then there's also our website. So next up is a wonderful person, a person that makes me and everyone laugh. You must have heard of him in our ICNA conventions, and this is Brother Asim Khan. MashaAllah, Brother Asim Khan, he lives in New Jersey with his wife and 3 kids. He's a civil engineer, and he's also an alumni of Young Muslims. So yes, I'm YM, so you're repping us too, alhamdulillah. And he's also he's a core member of Y Islam team, having served as a national coordinator in the past. So get ready to laugh, Brother Asim Khan. Brother Asim Khan, you can. All right, assalamu alaikum. Yeah, you're muted, I think. Oh, okay, I can hear you. All right, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, now we can hear you. Yes, we can.
Let me know when we're ready. Let me know when the program starts.
It already started, though.
What?
It already started.
So you said it was 6:10, brother?
No.
I wasn't ready for that?
Yeah.
Can you delete that?
I don't know. I think about 400 people saw that.
Astaghfirullah, brother. Only supposed to see me from here, not my shorts. Astaghfirullah. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Can everybody see me? Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. I'm very happy to be here. We're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. That I wasn't ready. But Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I am ready now. And I hope we have a fun time. Does everyone know who I am? Did he introduce me?
Yes, yes, I did. I did. Don't worry.
You didn't do justice. Let me introduce myself.
All right.
My name is Asim Khan. I am Pathan from Karachi, Pakistan.
Oh, okay. I'm
like
also
that
Pathan,
one?
actually. Yes.
You are Pathan?
Yes.
Okay. But I have blue passport now. I'm American. Are you American?
Yes. Same.
I love to eat fresh biryani and naan.
I only like biryani though.
Now I'm going to eat a lot because It's no more Ramadan.
Ooh, okay.
So now I will eat lots of burgers and fries. That's why I have big stomach and I have big thighs. Doctor said, what you're eating is not wise. You need to cut down on your rise. I'm crazy about all kind of food. I eat anything I could, except for pork from Muslim no good. Doctor said, you must play sport. You must get fit. I said, I play a sport. It's called cricket. In this sport, we stand around for hours. We admire the grass and we admire the flowers. He said, no, jump in the pool and join a gym. I said, Mr. Doctor, I don't know how to swim. When I was 4, Mama said there's one rule. If girl in there, don't jump in the pool. Kids laughed at me and they called me a fool. But I don't care. Inshallah, in Jannah, Muslims will be cool. Allahu Akbar. Well, did you understand everything I said?
Half. I understood until the cricket part. After that, I just didn't know what was happening.
Okay, alhamdulillah, now you know who I am now. I'm Asim Khan. Yes. I'm Pathan from Karachi, Pakistan. I live in New Jersey. I have 3 kids. And alhamdulillah, they're beautiful. Sometimes they drive me crazy, but I love them. Just like probably most of the parents here. Now, you know what just happened, right? I didn't look at myself in the mirror. And I was wearing shorts with a shirt. Okay, so it's very important to check yourself out before you leave the house. Did you guys know that? You guys look at yourself before you leave? Check if your hair is okay, your shirt is okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you a story about what happened to me. Brother Tallah,
yeah.
Ready to hear the story?
Yeah.
It's a very sad story. Get your
All
tears ready. Okay, get your tissue ready because you're going to be crying, man. It's a very sad story that happened to me. So, listen. There used to be for those of you who were born in the past 3 months, you probably don't know this, but there was a place, it used to be called a masjid. This is where we used to go and pray together, all of us. We used to stand next to each other, meet each other, and hug each other. A masjid. Okay, inshallah, we make dua. Inshallah, we'll all be going back to the masjid.
Yes,
but
inshallah.
One day I went to the masjid with my friend, alhamdulillah, a good friend of mine. Now, if you're my friend, I expect you to be a real good friend. A good friend, he helps his friends, right? Right, Brother Talha? A good friend tells his friends, you know, this is bad, don't do this. This is good, do this, right? This is what friends are for. So I'm here at the masjid making wudu with my friend because we're about to pray. So here I am, you know, the steps of the wudu. You know, wash your hands, wash your mouth, and then what do you do?
Is it feet?
Yes. The feet is last, but you know, you clean your nose.
Oh, come on.
You know, so here I am. Now, most masajid, you know, they have the wudu areas and they don't have a mirror. So you can't really see yourself, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So here I am, you know, I'm doing my wudu, you know, doing my scar, getting ready for salah. So wash my mouth and then I wash my nose. Just like that. Now, I felt like something came out. Something must have came out of my nose because I'm washing my nose. I washed my nose, and guess what? I got a little bit of booger right here.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Now, the next step. Now, this is very important to follow the sunnah properly, okay? Now, when you do wudu, you're supposed to wash your face really well, right? Yeah. I was running late, so I took the water, and I just splashed it on my face like this. 1, 2 times, 3 times. Did my boogers go away?
Nope.
No. So here I am. I'm walking out of the place, and my friend, he sees me. He doesn't say anything. Okay. I go out. I go in the musalla, and here I am talking, saying salam to people, and everybody's just laughing at me and smirking and smiling. And I'm like, what's so funny? Like, I don't get it, but it's so funny. But nobody has the guts to say anything to me, right? Until this brother looks at me, and he's like, you know, and I'm like, well, what happened? What happened? You know, then I go and check, and it's all these boogers in my face, and I'm like, you're my friend? What kind of a friend are you? Supposed to be my boy? You're supposed to get my back? And he was just laughing, astaghfirullah. You know, so we pray that we all get blessed with good friends who will help us when it's needed. Because it's very hard to get boogers out. Astaghfirullah. So that happened to me one time. Okay? Now, another thing that I want to tell you is that sometimes things like this happen, you know. and you have good friends, you know, sometimes they make mistakes, right? But it's very important to surround yourself with good friends. Why? Because a lot of times your friends and the people that they like end up being the people that you like, right? So one of the people who really inspired me, believe it or not, is my brother, right? My brother, he's so courageous. He's so brave, mashallah, right? You got to understand that we were not born in America, right? Me and my brother, we were born in Pakistan. So there's some things that are very, you know, different for us, you know, the way we say things, the way we learn things. So now what happened was that there are some things that we have a hard time pronouncing. You know that. We come from Pakistan. We have hard time pronouncing the T's, right? You study Tajweed, brother Talha? Tajweed?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Tajweed is a thing called Kalkala. You know what Kalkala is, brother?
Yes.
Kalkala is a rule of Tajweed, right?
Yes.
You know, you get a little bounce back, right?
Yeah.
You know, like on the other and upper, right?
Yeah.
The problem with Desis, we come from Pakistan, we do Kalkala on everything. On every letter, we do Kalkala, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's not even possible, but we do it. We're like, hey, how you doing, man? Right? Hey, what? Right? So these kind of things we try to avoid. We try to avoid things that are difficult for us that people might find funny, right? So I started changing some of my words, brother Talha, right? We have hard time saying like V's and W's, so we say wham every time we say, hey, I went in a mini van, right? So I try to find words, different words, you know, instead of saying, you know, Wednesday, a lot of times we say Wednesday, right? So we try to find ways. So when I talk to people, instead of saying Wednesday, I say, hey, you know that day between Tuesday and Thursday? I'm like, yeah, that day, that day. So we try to avoid these words so people don't make fun of us. But now my brother, alhamdulillah, my brother, he's so courageous, he's so brave, mashallah, he just doesn't get scared. Nothing scares him, mashallah. So, you know, a couple of things about my brother, you know, we're about to go eat somewhere, you know, in when you have a J in Spanish, it's not pronounced ja, right? It's pronounced ha, right? Like Jose, it's spelled Jose. Yeah. So, yeah, right? So it's not Jose, it's Jose. So we go to the restaurant, my brother's like, hey, I can't wait to go to Baja Fresh, right? And then, you know, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care, alhamdulillah, he's very happy. And one time I remember, you know, he was wrestling with one of his friends. Now his friend was really, really strong, big guy. And my brother's not that big, you know? So this guy was like, you know, beating him down. He's winning the wrestling match. And then my brother, all of a sudden, we're all like, oh my God, he's getting destroyed. And all of a sudden, like a big warrior, he stood up and threw this guy off of him, you know? And we're like, wow, where did he get those magical power from? And then all of a sudden we heard him scream, Scorpion! And we're like, what? Scorpion? And we looked on the floor and there was a little centipede, like little crawling. We're like, bro, that's not a scorpion, man. First of all, it's a scorpion. That's not even a centipede. Alhamdulillah, you can see my brother, mashallah, he's very courageous. And, you know, he's not afraid of anything, mashallah, right? And he's a big inspiration to me because he stays away from the haram and he's always doing the halal, alhamdulillah. Now, brother Talha, I hope you're ready for this. I got a little quiz for you. Are you ready for this?
All right, yes, I am.
Okay. All right, kids, you guys ready? Don't tell brother Talha the answers, okay? Because kids are very smart. And we're going to see how smart brother Talha is. Brother Talha, you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. Here we go. Okay, brother Talha, can you tell me, where do pencils go for vacation?
Where do pencils go for vacation?
Yeah,
to a
sharpener. Go for vacation?
I don't know. Sharpener?
Sharpener, good try. Oh, brother, they go to Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Pennsylvania,
my God.
Brother, come on. That was so easy. All the kids are laughing at you because they're like, that's so easy.
Yes.
But the Talha doesn't know anything.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Are you
ready for another one?
All right. Yeah.
Are you ready for another one, brother Talha?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, which building in the world has the most stories? Which building in the world has the most stories?
Burj Khalifa?
Burj Khalifa? But how many stories does Burj Khalifa have?
About 180, I think. It's like around 180.
180 stories in Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
Brother, a library, library.
Oh my God.
How many stories in the library?
I totally forgot that this was a joke.
Brother, oh my goodness. All right, one more question for you. All right, you ready?
I'm gonna answer this one right for sure, inshallah.
Okay. All right. Bismillah. May Allah bless you with even more intelligence, inshallah. Why did the bicycle fall down? Why did the bike fall down?
Why did the bike fall down? All right.
Why did the bike get sleepy and fall down?
Because it has only two. Wait, no, I'm not sure. Okay, it only has two tires. I don't know. I'm just trying to make a pun, but it's not working out.
Alhamdulillah, because it was too tired. Get it?
Oh, okay. So,
Tires.
Okay. Yes, I see it. Too tired. Yes.
You got it, brother. See, mashallah, brother, you're smart.
Thank you.
Smarter. You mashallah smarter than you thought, brother. All right, you ready for some more?
Yes, one more.
All right. Why did the computer go to the doctor? Why did the computer go to the doctor?
Because it was malfunctioning.
Because it was malfunctioning because it had the coronavirus.
Oh.
It had a virus. Computers get viruses, brother. Oh my God, brother. Where were you born? All right, another one. Ready for this one?
Yes.
It's a knock one. This is so easy. It's knock. Okay, knock. Okay, ready? Knock.
Who's there?
Cow says.
Cow says who? No, only owl say who.
Cow says who? Brother, cow says moo.
Yes.
Cow does not say who. Oh my Lord, brother. I don't know which animals you've been looking at, but you definitely need to learn more of your animals. All right. You ready? I got a few more jokes. I got a few more jokes for you, but these are little Muslim jokes.
Wait, but
okay?
I think I have to say something that's gonna put you, depress you a bit. You only have 1 more minute left.
Oh, 1 more minute? All right, let me cut these jokes down. All right,
yes.
I just got
all right.
2 more jokes for you. Then you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What did the slice of pizza say to his other slice friend who was blocking the way in the middle of the road? What did the slice of pizza say to this other slice of pizza that was blocking the way?
Get your cheese off the road.
Get your cheese off the road?
Yeah.
It said Pizza Hut.
Oh.
Pizza Hut. Get it?
Yes.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, we get it.
In Urdu, it means move.
Move, yeah.
Pizza Hut. Okay. All right. Two more for you. What did the cow say this morning after Fajr?
Moo? Something about moo. I'm not sure. What is it?
You're close. The cow said, Eid Mubarak.
Oh.
Eid Mubarak. Get it?
By today? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, all right. Here. All right, one more for you, okay? We're going to end it with this one, okay? Now, what did the lettuce say to the cucumber in the month of Ramadan when they were breaking their fast, Salatul Maghrib? What did the lettuce say to the cucumber? You'll never get the time to tell you what they said. The lettuce said to the cucumber, hey man, let's get together and make salad.
Oh, okay, I see. Salad, yes.
Get it?
Yes.
All right, alhamdulillah, brother Talha, mashallah, you learned so much from me. May Allah reward you and me for this amazing stuff. And my kids are barging in now, and they're disturbing me, so I have to go. I gotta go change some diapers.
All right. Jazakallah, brother Asim.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. All right. Jazakallah, brother Asim. I've heard you in our conventions, and you're a great person to be with, alhamdulillah. So, Jazakallahu khairun. Next up is maybe Brother Mustaqim for our puppet show. So I know some of us really, really love puppet shows, so we decided to also make that part of our program. So Brother Mustaqim Sahir is a youth activist, he's an author, and he's an entertainer. He is currently the founder and the producer of DallasMuslimRadio.com. He actually converted to Islam. So after converting to Islam 30 years ago, Brother Mustaqim left the entertainment business in Hollywood and began producing work for the sake of Allah. So for several years in the Dallas area, he has been creating educational Islamic entertainment for Muslim kids. You may have actually seen his puppet shows on Goddess TV or YouTube with the use of Estes. So, Brother Mustaqim, if you're here. Oh, Assalamu alaikum. We can't hear you.
Hello?
Hi, Assalamu alaikum.
You can hear me okay?
Yes.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Okay. So let me start with a song. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. May peace from Allah be upon you. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. It's nice to see you again. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. May peace from Allah be upon you. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. It's nice to see you again. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. May peace from Allah be upon you. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. It's so nice to see you again. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. May peace from Allah be upon you. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum. It's nice to see you again. So my name is Suhaila, and Eid Mubarak to everyone.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Kareem. So, kids, it is so nice to be joining you today, and I am so glad you are joining me for our virtual, first ever virtual puppet show.
Yay!
We put together some stuff, and at last minute, it was kind of rushed, but alhamdulillah, we were able to pull it together. And, I just want to say that it would be nice if we can be together, and I could see all your pretty faces, and all your pretty dresses, and all the boys with their nice fancy outfits, and beautiful kufis, beautiful hijabs. But it is a real blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we can still be together virtually. Don't you think so, brother?
Yes.
Yes, alhamdulillah. And we're going to try our best to have some fun. I got some friends with me today. Actually, they are siblings. Know what a sibling is, brother?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's like I have a brother, twin brother. Twin, that means he's the same age as me. And I have a little brother. But first I'm going to bring my little brother out. His name, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
And I'm talking to him. He kind of fell asleep. Hurry up. Okay. Salam alaikum, my little cutie brother. Ali, this is Ali, my little brother. Walaikum salam. Walaikum salam. Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
Yeah, so, tell me, my little cutie brother. Please, can you stop with all that? Those words like little and cute. Okay, I'm sorry. But isn't he so cute? Oh, coochie. Stop. Okay. How's your Eid so far? Alhamdulillah, it's okay. You know, could be better. What do you mean? What happened? You know what happened. Oh, the incident. Yeah, the incident.
What incident?
Well, I kind of did something and she told on me. It was for your own benefit.
What did he do?
I ate the Eid cookies.
Oh.
Yeah, he did. He lost it. But isn't Eid the time to lose it? No. Remember, we learned in Ramadan that word. Oh, yeah. Self-control. Yes. But Ramadan is over, dude. But you should still keep self-control after Ramadan, dude. Yeah, I guess you're right. I should have just eaten maybe 10 cookies instead of 100. Yeah, 10 would have been just fine. You need to control yourself, bro. Isn't that right, brother? Tell him, talk to him, please. Help him out. Help me out. Help a sister out.
I think you're doing a pretty good job with that. I don't think you need me.
Alhamdulillah. Well, you know, I try to be a big sister, to be a good role model for my little brother. But, you know, it's difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, you know, I do kind of have a stomach ache right now. See? Kids, remember.
Yes, Big Sister was right.
Consequences for bad choices. Yeah. I know what you're saying. So, inshallah, kids out there, learn from me. Keep in self-control. Don't go to the extreme. Keep the things you learned in Ramadan outside of Ramadan, okay? Don't eat too much. Listen to your parents. Don't play too many video games. Yeah, that's a big one. Big test.
Ouch. I think I have a problem with that.
Really, brother?
Yes.
Well, keep working on it, okay?
All right, inshallah. All right.
So we're going to quickly sing a song, and then we're going to call out my big brother to say a few words.
All right.
Can you help me? Yeah, sure. That's not the right key. Okay, what is it? Sounds like the same key. Now it's that time for celebration. Eid Mubarak, Eid Kareem. All of the Muslims all over the world. Eid Mubarak, Eid Kareem. Ramadan fasting now is over. Eid Mubarak, Eid Kareem. Oh, may Allah accept our good deeds. Eid Mubarak, Eid Kareem. Yeah.
Wow, mashallah.
Allahu Akbar. So, we're going to call Big Brother out now? Yeah. So, when I say little, and this goes for you guys too, when I say little, you say sheikh. Little sheikh. Little sheikh. That's not going to work. It's got to be a little louder than that. Kids at home, you got to help us out or else he's never going to come out. He likes to take long naps, so we need to wake him up. When I say little, you say sheikh. Little sheikh. Little sheikh. Okay, I'm coming. Okay. Where's my miswak? I need to. My breath is bad. I've been sleeping. You got it? Okay. Thank you. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum to everyone and Eid Mubarak to all of the little children. My name is Little Sheikh, and I'm so glad to be here today for this celebration, virtual celebration of Eid. And I just wanted to say to you guys, you did a good job, mashallah. Being good, listening to your parents, trying to fast. Some of you tried to fast a half a day. MashaAllah, that was good. May Allah reward you for that. And some of you fasted the whole day for the very first time. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Very good, guys. So keep up the good work, and may Allah bless you for your deeds. So I just overheard, I think maybe I was dreaming or something. Was somebody talking about cookies?
Yes, someone was.
Yeah, you were talking about cookies. Yeah, so, I think the lesson there is, please, kids, keep in self-control after Ramadan. It is Eid, but it's not time for losing it. Okay? And I have a very, very nice few things that I want to do. I have this thing, it's called the hippity hop. I don't really like to sing because it's not, I'm a little sheikh, and one day I'm trying to be a big sheikh. So singing is not really for me. But I will do hippity hop. You know hippity hop, brother?
Kinda.
Okay, I think you will like this one.
Okay.
It teaches us to keep our taqwa, remembrance that Allah is watching. Keep that after Ramadan. And here's something to help you. Brother, can you do the beatbox thing? Okay. Do you think you could fool him? No way. Do you think you could fool him? No way. Do you think you could fool him? You can't fool Allah because he knows what you're doing. Do you think you can fool him? No way. Do you think you can fool him? No way. Do you think you can fool him? You better fear Allah and have taqwa. How was that, brother?
It was good, alhamdulillah. That was really good.
That's a bona fide hippity hopper.
All right. So now I know more about hippity hop.
Yes. Learn from me. So, kids, that's about it. Is that how much time we have, brother, left?
I think you are right on time.
Right on time. See?
Yep.
MashaAllah. Okay. I am getting kind of tired again and want to take another nap. Go
All
back
right.
in my suitcase until next Eid.
Make sure your
Brother
sister.
Mustaqim? Brother Mustaqim, just put me alone in the suitcase this time. I don't need my sister Suhaila. I need space. Okay, inshallah, we'll see.
Make sure your sister doesn't get mad at you.
Yes. So one more thing. Kids, we have a new radio station. It's called DallasMuslimRadio.com. And we have stories for kids. We have Nasheed songs for kids and also for you parents too. We have a lot of good talk shows and stuff. But we have a new show. It's on 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and also 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Just go to DallasMuslimRadio.com, press the player, and listen today after this show to all of the wonderful Eid songs we have. Okay?
All right.
Guys, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So everyone, make sure to check out DallasMuslimRadio.com after this show, inshallah. And Jazakallah, Brother Mustaqim, that was very funny and cute. It's always great to have a little laugh by seeing this wonderful art, mashallah. So Jazakallah, Brother Mustaqim, for being with us. And now it's Kahoot time. So everybody, here, I will tell you the pin. Go to Kahoot, everybody. And the game pin, enter that game pin, 2437964. 2437964. All right. 3 people. Make sure to choose appropriate questions. Choose appropriate names. Don't do anything annoying. All right, inshallah. You will be removed if you have an inappropriate name. So. All right, 39, 40. 65, 64. 'All right, so while you play this game, I will be reading the questions out loud. All right. Also, once again, make sure to check our Instagram and Facebook page. Make sure to check our YouTube channel. And make sure to visit our website, inshallah. All right, 167 players. Make sure to consider the programs, which will be the Islamic history program. There will also be reasons for seasons program, inshallah, and make sure to get those books, those companion books, inshallah. And make sure to sign up for the Sahaba series that will be starting at June 14th, inshallah. It's free, so no excuses. All right, we have 181 players. Let's see if it will increase. All right, there's still some players getting in, so we will wait a bit. Also, if you check out the handout section, they will find flyers for donations. So parents or kids, tell your parents all these donation opportunities, inshallah. So you may get the ajr, you may get the sadaqah jariyah for future generations, inshallah, when they go to MCNA, inshallah, all right? There's the MCNA $1 a month campaign, which you only need to give $1 a month. There's also all right, 188 players. 190. Let's see if we can get it to 200 and then we can start, inshallah. What? Punjabi Zain. Okay. Peanuts. Watermelon girl. Hey, hey, nobody should name themselves Shaitan. All right, well, okay. 200, we reached 200. Okay, we're starting. 3, 2, 1. How many surahs are in the Quran? How many surahs are in the Quran? 100, 144, 113, or 114? 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is 114. Most of y'all got that correct, mashallah. No, it's not 144. Mahdiya is on top with Punjabi Zain, and then Mini, and then Mustafa. Ramadan is the month of feasting, sleeping, gatherings, or attaining taqwa. This should be quite straightforward. Four, 3, 2, 1. And yes, wait, what? Most of y'all picked feasting, okay. Well, it's attaining taqwa. In the Quran, it says that Ramadan, the main point of Ramadan is to attain taqwa. All right, next question. Ramadan 2020 was unique because, all right, don't get fooled. Okay, don't get fooled by the picture. Pandemic, long days, natural disasters, or no school. Why was Ramadan 2020 unique? Yep, it's pandemic. Most of y'all got that correct. Long days, we've had that for like the past decade. All right. A popular iftar item is, oh, this should be easy. Ice cream, noodles, sushi, or samosas. Just look at the picture. I'm not giving any hints, but just look at the picture. Yes, it's not ice cream. I don't know why I'll pick that. Lick and Hyper Spore is on the top. All right, next question. Why is Eid so exciting? Eid celebrating the end of fasting, no school, or all of the above? Four, 3, 2, 1. Yep, all of the above. Why is Ramadan called the month of the Quran? You gotta restart the Kahoot. The answers expired before the question even shows. That's why everyone's getting it wrong. All right, so I've been hearing that y'all are a bit behind. Y'all are getting it wrong because it's not coming at the same time as it's coming in your screen. So, but it's okay, inshallah. We're gonna try to fix that, inshallah, but let's continue with the game. All right. Ramadan is celebrated around the world to show the unity of Muslims because there are Muslims all over the world, or because it's an obligation on Muslims? Yup, it's because there are Muslims all over the world. That was pretty straightforward. Mahdiya is on top. Fasting in the month of Ramadan is which pillar? Ooh, this is a bit tricky. You can get fooled by, you can get mixed up with zakat. So is it the second, the third, the fourth, the first? 3, 2, 1. Yep. It is the fourth. All right. The meal we eat to begin our fast is called brunch, late dinner, iftar, suhoor. It's when we eat the parathas, the eggs. What is that called? It's called the suhoor. Hafta's on top. All right. I'm gonna say the colors too. Which ones? People are excused from fasting if they are triangle on vacation, circle sick and elderly, diamond traveling, or square hungry all the time. Two, 1, 0. Sick and elderly. You shouldn't have an excuse if you're on vacation or are hungry all the time. You can have an excuse if you're traveling. All right. Next question. Hafsa is still on top. All right. Fasting teaches us to be grumpy, patient, lazy, kind. So grumpy is triangle, patient is circle, lazy is diamond, and square is kind. Yes, it is both patient and kind. All right, Hafsa still on top. We celebrate Eid at the end of Rajab is triangle, Ramadan is circle, Shawwal is diamond, and Zulhijjah is square. So we celebrate Eid at the end of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is Ramadan, yes. Hafsa still on top with Zayan close. Ramadan is an opportunity to educate my non-Muslim friends about Islam. Is that true or false? Should be pretty straightforward. True is diamond and false is triangle. All right. We break our fast eating date because, all right, triangle sunnah, circle healthy, diamond chewy, and square brown. We break our fast with date because it is sunnah, yes. All right, Hafsa still on top. The coronavirus can also be a blessing because square, it makes us appreciate what we have. Triangle, the earth has less pollution now. Circle, no school. And diamond, more family time. Yes, all 4 of them were correct. Hafsa is still on top. I believe Allah will give me more if I am grateful. So I believe Allah will give you more if I'm grateful. Diamond, true or false is triangle. Yep, it's true. If you are grateful, Allah will always give you more. So the Quran is the book to guide. Quran is the book to guide Muslims, triangle, polytheists, circle, Jews and Christians, diamond, or humanity, square. Square is humanity. All right, good. Ooh, so Hafsa, I don't know what happened to her, but okay, Teno is up. Fasting for the month of Ramadan helps to improve triangle my habits, circle my behavior, diamond sleeping habits, or square my connection to Allah. And okay, so 3 of them are correct. All right. I want to earn good deeds by triangle respecting my elders, square being kind to my youngers, diamond spreading the message of Islam, or square all of the above. And yes, it's all of the above. All right. Next. Quran is my triangle companion, circle Arabic book, diamond guide, or square storybook. So triangle is companion, diamond is guide. And it is both companion and guide. And now the winners are first Subtipentano, second is Nico's Prime, and third is Liba. So, mashallah, jazakallah. Wow. Okay, so Subtipentano and Nico's Prime got all 20 correct. All right. So now we are going to go. All right. So we're done with Kahoot now. And now we're going to go to MCNA's Got Talent. So we received so many entries, and we are so impressed with how much talent you have, mashallah. There were so many entries, so we unfortunately can't show some of them. We can't show all of them. So I know it sucks, but if yours is not in the video, we may still showcase your submission on our social media pages. So make sure to subscribe to all our social media, inshallah. All right, so there have been 5 entries selected for each MCNA video and YMJ contest. So there are 5 entries selected for each MCNA contest and the YMJ contest. But before that, let's check our beautiful artwork that you all have done. So let's get the video up, inshallah.
Where you came from, who is the Lord of all creation? The little fish said, that's my Lord. The little fish said, that's my Lord. The little fish said, that's my Lord, Allah, the creator of us all. Hey little bird, so way up high, light up the sky with your colored design. Tell me who made you and I, me to walk and you to fly. The little bird said, that's my Lord. The little bird said, that's my Lord. The little bird said, that's my Lord, Allah, the creator of us all. Allahu Akbar, our creator, there's no one greater than Allah. So why do we stand tall, too proud to recognize what's right before our eyes, signs from the Lord. Hey alligator, laying so still, who's your mate? make? By whose will do you crawl and do you swim? Who controls everything? The alligator said, that's my Lord. The alligator said, that's my Lord. The alligator said, that's my Lord, Allah, the creator of us all. Hey, king of the jungle, the mighty lion, top of the food chain, no deny.
All right. So, mashallah, mashallah, that was really, really beautiful. It's great to see all that wonderful artwork and the level of skill you all have. Mashallah. It's really astonishing. But now, let's begin the talent show. So I'll show you two videos, inshallah, the MCNA talent show and the YMJ talent show. But after each video, you will have the option to vote which one is the best. So watch out for our polls, inshallah. So video one, inshallah.
Who is the one that you rely on?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Suleiman Hassan. I am 9 years old and I will be reciting Surah A'la. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى صدق الله العظيم. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Tomorrow's Eid. I'm so excited. I just finished packing a present for my sister. Let me go get the car. Oh no! Where's my gift? I just left him a minute ago. That naughty monkey. Let's go find. I remember why he stole my gift because I ate his banana. Has no luck, but let's check some more trees. I found it! Hooray! Oh, it's so high, but I can use my climbing skills. Hey, I got it! Okay, today is Eid and I'm so excited. Now, let's give the present to my sister. Eid Mubarak, Daddy. Thanks for watching. Aldi, Virginia, and I want to share with you this mini rocking chair I made. It is made out of these clothespins and this wood glue. To make this, you have to take apart these clothespins and stick them together like this. And then you have to let it dry. When you let it dry, you can put it in front of a fan like how I did. And it fits perfect for my little doll.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My talent is to make miniature detailed things and decoration. Today I'm showing you how I make this cute bookshelf with books and decorations for my dolls. So let's begin. Thanks for watching. I hope you like it.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ramin. Today I'm gonna read Hasabi in Rabbi. Hasabi Rabbi Jallallah, ma fi qalbi غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That was a very great recitation, a very great skit, very great arts and crafts, and that Nasheed, MashaAllah. So now you better answer the poll question. Vote which one was the best, and don't be biased. Vote sincerely, inshallah. So I think there should be a poll coming out. All right. Yep. MCNA Talent Show. What was your favorite entry? Suleiman Hassan with the Quran recitation, Ira Ashraf with the story time, Mahnoor Danish, Doll Faircraft, Rania Ashraf, Mini Bookshelf, or Rami Siddiqui Nasheed. And inshallah, we're going to consider your feedback, your answers for this poll, and inshallah announce later who the winner will be, inshallah. All right. So now the second video for the YMJ show. Let's have the video, please, inshallah.
قد أناب وإلى الله استجاب إنما Thank you Allah for this blessed day. عيد سعيد يوم فرحان يوم جميل عيد سعيد عيد سعيد يوم جميل يوم فرحان عيد سعيد all over the world under the big blue sky Muslim.
My name's Delia Ramadan, and this is my spoken word poem. Every day we wake up and follow the same routine. Every day we stress over insignificant things. And every day we do this with no purpose. But Islam is our guide. Islam shows us what's right and what's wrong. When you are a Muslim, you know where you belong. You know what's good without thinking so long. We vent to our friends and complain why we're stressed. Everybody asks why we're so depressed. And when that happens, we look to the people and there's no one there. But you know what? Nobody even cares. Except Allah, our one and only God. Nobody by our side, nobody to hear our cries. Except Allah, He is our guide. So many thoughts in our head, nobody to lend an ear. Except Allah, He is here. We look for a mentor, we look for a guide, and there it is, our Prophet, the best teacher in all mankind. All we have to do is listen, and all we have to do is learn. And there it is, our key to life with no concern. So, Ayahs, thank you for listening.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sulaiman. As a Muslim, I live a halal life. Living a halal life means trying to be pure and make Allah happy by obeying His commands. This means that the actions in my life can be different than most Americans. In most ways, my life is the same, but there are some key differences. I believe living halal helps me be cleaner and healthier. It also helps me to remember Allah every day. Sometimes people may notice different actions you are taking. That will be an opportunity to teach them about Islam. Here are some of the things that are the same but different. I like watching TV like most people, but I make sure it is appropriate for my age and deen. Ah! Oof!
Pew, 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 pew.
Seriously? Oh, I like baking. Everybody wants the world to be a good place, but my deen requires me to stop evil.
Give me your lunch money.
Okay, take it.
Ittaqillah. Give his money back.
Sorry, bye.
Thank you.
Everybody loves to eat food, especially me. But I eat halal food. Moo? Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah alladhi at'amana. Wearing the latest fashion is okay, but make sure it is modest. Oops. Be right back. I like to hang out and chat with my friends too, but I have to make sure my language is clean. Wait a minute, you have a horn too? The things we do alike can bring us closer as Americans, but the differences bring us closer to Allah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That was a those were very, very good presentations, MashaAllah. That was a very good skill with that Rubik's Cube. I always actually wanted to learn how to do one of those, but I never had the time, or actually I just never tried. And that was actually a wonderful, wonderful spoken word too, MashaAllah. Great poetry. And a very great video by Sulaiman, and with those Legos, MashaAllah. And great art by Yumna. See, I'm not exactly ways to see these masterpieces. And the last one, the skateboard. I don't think it was skateboard. It's called something else right now. But yeah, that was a very, very good skill. So answer this poll real quick. Which one was the best? Please select one. All right. So vote for which one was the best. Y'all already did, alhamdulillah. And inshallah, we will later announce the winners from both groups. But to be honest, you should all feel proud for your skills and talents, mashallah. Also, additional talent show submissions will be shown on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, inshallah. All right. So now I will invite Sister Sabah. She will be doing the closing remarks. So open your ears. And so Sister Sabah has been part of the MCNA YMJ core team since 2018. She recently completed her master's in teaching in elementary education and is a specialist in learning how children learn best. She lives in Raleigh, North Carolina, and homeschools her 2 children. So Sister Sabah, it's all yours.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum assalam. Eid Mubarak.
Kullu aamin wa antum bi khair. Alhamdulillah for such a wonderful audience and this beautiful virtual gathering. We are celebrating Eid today, and we are thankful to Allah on this Mubarak Eid, Mubarak day, with hopes that He has forgiven us, inshallah, and accepted our deeds for Him. I would like to take this opportunity to thank whoever participated to put together this amazing program. So first, thanks to the wonderful MCNA core team and social media team members who worked so hard day and night, mashallah. Every day I used to wake up with 100 WhatsApp messages from the team who were typing away all these things to organize this and take care of that. Alhamdulillah, Allah gave you tawfiq to be able to bring joy in everyone's faces on this unique. Thank you so much. Jazakumullahu khairan. We would like to thank ICNA sisters who provided funds for us to be able to organize this event, alhamdulillah. Our ICNA brothers, of course, who work alongside our team to make live streaming on YouTube easy for us. And our most amazing participants for this virtual Eid party from Native Bean and Mad Science, Puppet Show, Comedy Show, Storytime, and our moderators, mashallah, Brother Talha and Safia, and our MCNA kids who sent us all these videos, mashallah. And I would like to take this opportunity to announce our some of our programs. We are going to offer virtual halaqas every week. The next one that's coming up very soon, next month, is Sahaba series. So please stay connected with us on social media for registrations and other announcements. If you've been part of MCNA, you would agree that our online programs were very beneficial for the kids, especially the ones that we offered recently after the lockdown situation. Our online attendance, you won't believe it, more than tripled, mashallah. And I hope you would also like to take advantage of this new Sahaba series that we're offering. So let's end this beautiful session now with short dua. I'll just say the takbirat in the beginning and then just make 5 beautiful duas from Quran. Okay. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم أتمم لنا نورنا واغفر لنا إنك على كل شيء قدير ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Brother Talha. Over to you.
Jazakallah, Sister Sabah. Wonderful closing remark and dua. And for all of you who joined for us today, Alhamdulillah, it was a pleasure to see all of these interesting shows, the comedy show, the puppet show, the science show, Native Deen and Joshua Salam. And for all of you for coming. It's crazy how almost 400 of you all came from all over the world. So Alhamdulillah. This is the end of the program. So Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.